Trying to think of, I met. Did you say his name was Olson, the holder at SC?
Yeah, Jake Olson.
Yeah, I met him. I was out there a couple of years ago and had the opportunity to meet him, and he was so inspiring. I tell you, the story that moved me the most was the story about Rod Bramlett, the Auburn play-by-play announcer, and we ran it a couple weeks ago when Andy Burcham and his wife pretty much became the surrogate parents for Rod's children. That story just broke my heart. But they were best friends. He took over when Rod died, and I was so moved by that story. It just personified family and a small town and a community that is always there to provide for someone in dire need. Hey, thank you very much for the call. We are heading to the break. The final hour, we're going to talk to the Archbishop, and we're going to ask you for phone calls to him specifically on something that you may desire some help or converse with him about the holiday or religion. We'll take a break. An hour to go.
Traveling home for the holidays? Well, with the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on any purchase you make today and every day. And those miles add up to get you closer to that trip home. Every time you pump gas, double miles. Every time you get your nails done, double miles. Or if you're in charge of buying the turkey, yep, double miles. You earn unlimited double miles on every purchase, and then you go. The Capital One Venture Card. What's in your wallet?
Capital One Bank USA, N.A. How good are PXG clubs? Golf writers describe them as absolutely remarkable and the best golf clubs out there. Our customers call them insanely good and say they live up to the hype. So what are you waiting for? Step up your game and enjoy golf more than ever. Call 844-PLAY-PXG, 844-PLAY-PXG, or visit pxg.com to book your custom fitting. PXG. Nobody makes golf clubs the way we do. Period.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Pensacola's local and ESPN sports station, your favorite ESPN radio shows, plus high school and UWF Argo football. ESPN Pensacola 1330.
There are a lot of kids in this country who didn't have a parent at their baseball games or recitals because their parents were serving in faraway places. But now their parents are coming home from battle. Some with wounds you can see, and some with wounds you can't see, like post-traumatic stress disorder. Everyday Wounded Warrior Project assists wounded warriors and their families with the Warriors to Work program, a program that helps warriors translate their military experience to civilian job experience, and they help employers find the right warrior for the right job.
My mom used to be a tank programmer. Now she works with computers. I'm really glad she's home because I can't eat my dad's marshmallow macaroni anymore.
I was 2 when my dad went away to war. He was there for 3 of my birthdays. Now he's home and he's a logistics specialist.
If you're looking for proven professionals, contact Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Stephen A. Smith here. If you're like me, you have a mortgage and a family who depends on your income, then you need to protect the ones you love with life insurance. Life insurance can help pay off a mortgage or send the kids to college. It's peace of mind. Think you can afford it? Chances are Select Quote can help you get it for less than $1 a day. Select Quote comparison shops up to 10 highly rated companies, including Prudential, Banner Life, and Mutual of Omaha, and others, to find you the company with the best rates. For example, Select Quote could find a 35-year-old man a $500,000 policy for under $21 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Select Quote's breakthrough technology allows them to quickly match you with the best insurance company to find your best policy. Plus, quotes are free. Start protecting your family today. Call Select Quote at 1-800-601-6992. That's 1-800-601-6992. Or go to selectquote.com/Smith.
Get full details in the example policy at selectquote.com/commercials. Your premium could vary depending on health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Calling all Florida State Seminole fans, Tomahawk Talk is here. Tune in each Wednesday afternoon from 1 till 2 right here on ESPN Pensacola 99.1 AM 1330 to get the latest on Florida State football. Hear from the experts, the superfans, and even some former players about what's happening on the field from the sidelines to the locker room. It's Tomahawk Talk this Wednesday starting at 1 o'clock on ESPN Pensacola 99.1 AM 1330.
Presented in part by Gross & Schuster, attorney at law.
Football is here. Catch all of the UWF Argos games and the big NFL games every Saturday and Sunday on Pensacola's home for hometown sports. ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM. If you would like to be a part of ESPN Pensacola as a sponsor or promotional partner, just give us a call at 262-6000 or visit our website at espnpensacola.com.
ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM. WEBY, Milton, Pensacola.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Well, I'm not sure if you want to stop what you're doing and listening today. We're about to go on a warpath, baby.
Just become the NFL's all-time leading rusher. Across the middle, it is caught for the first. It's Baldwin shaking free and sprinting down the sideline for the touchdown. His third of the day. Doug Baldwin.
Derek Brooks, who ran back 3 interceptions for touchdowns in the regular season, does it to cement the Super Bowl.
Boxing's elite, the new WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Baldwin beaten. The result has come up on screens that Gatlin's taken it. Goodness me, it was a blue American vest. 992 for Gatlin. 992 by the American champion to take gold.
Another Watson is wearing a green jacket at Augusta. And this time, his name is Bubba. Scores on a 34-yard touchdown run by the Doak Walker Award winner, Trent Richardson, who broke a lot of Emmett Smith's records back in Pensacola, Florida.
It's going to be a long night. Welcome into the Sports Drive right here on ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM, simulcast on Blab TV. I am Chad Brilliante alongside JP as we're about to get this Friday party started. We sort of already have. My mom and dad are in town, and that was fun getting to hang out. Got to go grab some lunch today. Jeff, you got a free meal.
I did. It was awesome.
It's pretty nice right there.
Yeah.
I went to grab the check. But the thing was, my dad was already in the car. No, I got this. Feel like your parents left like 15 minutes ago. Paid the tab. But it's great to see them. They're in town. No fake laughs today. I'm not in the mood. I'm on a warpath, as you can see. There's about 15
get
things.
Over that.
Apparently, the whole place knew of my blow-up earlier. This is a very rare occurrence. This usually doesn't happen. But everything today I got in here The buttons were working. Everything was freezing right before we went on air. And I guess I yelled some things, and apparently that's what's happening here. So
I'm staying out of this one.
I'm being a curmudgeon today. You know, it's a Friday.
That's a very nice way of putting it.
Because I'm waiting right now for the ultimate feast, which is tomorrow, as UWF gets set to go for a national title game. So we're pretty excited. Game's going to be on ESPNU. We got the coverage right here on ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM. Your home for the Argos, 99.1 FM, right there across 4 states, having some fun. Coming up here at 2:05. 2:05 kickoff, and then it's going to be a 11 o'clock Davis Allen and Justin Patrick and the folks. Actually, Justin is heading to the game. He's driving tonight, and he is heading to Texas. I've made that trip. There's one thing good about driving in Texas. They do everything a little bit bigger and speed limits. Have you ever seen someone with a Texas license plate? First off, they don't care. I saw someone in a school zone with speed bumps in a Subaru do a backflip in the car, like they were Evel Knievel. And the kid had just got picking up, too, in the car. And at that point was going about 70 inside a gated parking lot at a school down the road. Texas license plate.
Speeding tickets are also a lot bigger in Texas.
Lady had a huge hair. But probably going home, eating a ribeye with her son. Now, the difference is when they get on the highway, you understand this is not a hypothetical. This is not even a stereotype. This is now a fact. When Texas people get on the highway, they go like 100 miles per hour. And somebody right now in Texas is like, dang right. That's what I do, boys. Get out of my way. When it comes down to Texas and getting on the highway out there on I-10, they're burning it. So, Justin, if you're out there, listen, expect you there in 2 hours. That's all I'm saying. Jets assistant Hines Ward expects a Gatorade shower if his team beats the Steelers. Now, 2 reasons. I'm taking the Jets to win. It's a bold move, Cotton. Now I'm going to go with the Jets to win, and you don't get any kind of Gatorade bath though if you go out there and you beat a team for nothing. Outside of, I know it's your former team, but Jeff, to me, or JP, to me.
Can you introduce our other guest, by the way?
Jeff is in here. Yes, it's Lene Kakua's brother. Oh, yes, Jeff Waynes is in here as well. He's got the Go Argos hand. He's excited. We just presented him with a Christmas card, and he was able to add that. But back to this. For a Gatorade shower, he says, I'm telling you guys, you have to win this for me. I want the Gatorade shower and all of that if you win. 2 things. Adam Gase never has got Gatorade shower ever in his life. So, can I get one? I'm the head coach. Secondly, you don't get to pick your Gatorade showers. Third, remember when Chuck Amato tried to avoid it? Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. For NC State, he did the former Florida State assistant did 4 turns and spins and avoided 3 of them. And then some guy in the crowd just threw his beer right in his face. He's like, gotcha. You're not even on the team, bro. That's assault.
Going to jail.
Yeah, you're going to jail. He thinks he's part of it. He's like, yeah, man.
Look, he just walked by.
This is radio right here. This has nothing to do. No one has any clue what you're talking about.
Jeff Waynes just walked by. Have some respect.
You told you the warpath. I wasn't joking here.
Yeah,
you need to can it. All right.
You know what?
Zip it up.
Meet me in the parking lot.
Zip it up. All right.
Meet me in the parking lot.
Yeah, give me time to get the bat behind me. So, get it right now. I'm done with this.
Bring it
right here. Come on.
Bring it.
So if I'm sitting right here,
I've seen the way you throw a football. I'm not worried.
You see me swing a bat too. You're good. If you're right in front of me, you're good. You're safe. I'm like the kid on the piñata that's hitting grandma. She's sitting down to have cake. Come on, Johnny. No, that's not on the side. The piñata's over here. So see what you do when you talk about people walking
by.
Just
thinking the exact same thing. It's so easy to get you off topic.
Today is code red. I've told you this today. So enough.
Oh, no.
Last American hero, by the way, Junior Johnson passed away at 88. Back to what's happening right now, though, with Hines Ward. You don't get to choose your Gatorade bass. You don't.
That's the story of it, kids.
That's what we're going down. The rest of the show today is on this Gatorade bath. And should you get to choose your Gatorade bath, anybody out there calling in today, someone's driving we're not
Hines Ward can. Hines Ward also knows that those players would rather give him a Gatorade bath than Adam Gase. Is that fair enough?
Is it okay to Gatorade bath an assistant coach? I think that's...
If you're a head coach, is Adam Gase.
Ward, I guess.
Yes.
First off, though, if you Gatorade bath Hines Ward, what are you admitting? That he was working for Belichick? I mean, how was this, how did you... If he's guaranteeing I helped win, what did you do?
All right, but hold on.
Control coach, quality control.
Are you telling me you wouldn't like to see Hines Ward get Gatorade baths when Adam Gase has not? That'd be a great story. It's just like an ultimate slap in the face. You see Adam Gase just like he goes to duck thinking it's going for him, and they're like pushing him out of the way.
Or he takes it over, or he runs in front of it. Like the puppy dog in the just jumping into the pool. Just right in front of him. Hines like, you get in a fight, a brawl. That's my bath, bro. Pop, 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 pop. Like all of a sudden, all right. We got a lot to talk about.
Enough about
Buffalo
this.
and Charlotte. Buffalo and Charlotte.
Enough
folks.
about that.
Let's transition to more important things. The Buffalo Bulls took care of Charlotte today in football. That was
talk
happening.
about the Chicago Bulls.
And Steve Levy, apparently Hawaiian shirts now are a trend in the Bahamas too. Anywhere it's tropical. Let's get tropical, boys. And Steve Levy, you know that like Steve Levy has gotten to that point where those guys. Get off your phone. Steve Levy, get off your phone.
Hey, Mom.
Enough of this. I told you, Warpath today. Steve Levy.
Don't make me call your dad back over here.
Stop. Don't do that.
Exactly.
I'm a 34-year-old man. I have
you
a
still
home.
fear your dad.
Don't make me call your dad. He's here. He is in town.
Exactly.
But love you, Dad. And Mom. Don't. Steve Levy. You by sitting on your phone and laughing and watching 3 games that I can't watch right now, and this is Central Connecticut.
Chad, let's get back. Let's get back to the football part. Come on.
This is what you're watching, and this is what is.
That's the Big Ten. I don't care about that. I'm worried about this and this one over here. So we're good. Let's go.
The guy standing in front of Gillette. All right, well, stop watching that because you're. All right. So here we go. Let's get back on track.
Yep.
The important things.
Okay.
Bowl games.
Yep. So, no, not today. No. Nope.
Steve Levy gets to go to the Bahamas. Like he picked that bowl game. You know he picked. He's like, I don't mind doing this one. Imagine being on that call as a broadcaster and getting to choose what bowl game you're going to be at. Like that. Like we're going to send you to Boise. You son of a. And then like the other guy's like, hey, we're sending you guys to Bahamas. All right, I guess I'll take that one right there. It's a good day.
Yeah, but Steve Levy's shirt was the highlight of the game.
Yeah, it was right there.
TCU, by the way, athletics placed on 1-year probation. Just popped up. Those Christians.
That Horn Frog Day right there. Source, the NBA is talking about having a... Are these people listening to me? Remember, someone's like, this is gone schizophrenic here. $1 million per player prize proposed in-season tournament. Why are you looking at me like this? You're literally the only other person on this show in this room.
Yeah.
Yesterday, what did we talk about?
That exact thing.
It's the first
you didn't
source right now on
it, so
ESPN.
there, this could be your tournament.
We started a fraudulent Jack Del Rio. We've talked about this in Vegas. And now we have decided to...
There's weird noises going on outside our studio right
now. Here. $1 million per player prize for an in-season tournament. How about that?
Too bad nobody's going to do it, though. No big guy.
What are you talking about?
No big name guys going to do it.
Let's do it for the bench warmers, though, like the Scalabrines.
Yeah, exactly. Guys that aren't making that kind of money already and don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
But, I'm down with that.
The NBA discussing a $1 million per player purse for the 30-team in-season tournament. The league is hopeful that it would find a way to motivate, treat a new tournament for some of these competitors. The NBA wants an in-season tournament that would begin with pool play as part of the regular season schedule before the teams with the best records advance to an 8-team. This is getting way too complicated.
Yep.
This is why I don't read stories. This is why I don't do notes. This is why I don't give you facts, folks, because I read this and I'm lost now. So I'm not sure. Kids, pop-up books. Only pop-up books. That's it. You are watching that game. All right, so to go back here.
Watching Stephen A. Smith.
You hit me with a drone earlier.
Oh, that's coming too.
We were in studio, and he flies this drone, sitting right in front of us right here. And he flew it into me, and I bat it down thinking it's a plastic drone.
You definitely ruined it, by the way.
It's my drone. I can do what I want.
Huh?
And it cut my hand right there. So I already got that on you. Let's get to the UWF game tomorrow. It's going to be an awesome watch party.
Get to that.
You're the reason for this. You're sitting over here like you just looked like the lady that said I had reservations that didn't have reservations, but you're wearing a fur coat downtown, and you think you're more important than people. Well, that's the exact face I'm getting right now.
That's fine.
We all know that lady, by the way.
I'll take that.
All right, Cruella.
Okay.
So, UWF tomorrow, 11 o'clock.
Yep, great.
11 o'clock. And they're playing against the Minnesota State team that I'm expecting some pretty big things from this team that has been able to go out there and win 8 road games, dominate their competition, And at this point, there's no reason to think they're not going to win. I mean, when you beat the last 3 teams they played, and you know those people that you love to go ahead and say things when you say something like, hey, guess how many games, guess the records of the teams they beat. And the person always like highballs it when you know you're trying to make a point. Some guy's like, what, 37-0? I was like, you know exactly what. I'm like, yeah, okay, ha, ha, ha. And I'm like, no, it's 38 in your face. But it's still awesome. They were 38-0, the other teams they played. Last 3 competitors, 38-0 before this game. That is awesome. That is awesome. They have beaten 3 teams that didn't lose.
Wingate.
Something about these teams? Would you like to elaborate?
I mean,
are you not participating? Did I upset you?
No, I'm just letting you take over and do it.
I'm asking.
I'm staying over here. Go ahead. I'm going after you with a drone in a minute. That's what I'm waiting on. Just waiting on.
Out of all these teams here,
all of them,
what team to you was the toughest win? That's a question I would like it to be answered.
For the teams they played?
That's where we're on.
Oh, imagine that.
Don't bring that up. Do not bring that up, or we're going down another path.
I still think Valdosta. I think Valdosta was number 1 for a reason. They're the most athletic team. They're the most, team that will put the most people have a chance to play in the NFL. I'll say that no matter if it's practice squad or whatever. They just look the best, too, all year long. I mean, and they do it every year. But, Lenore Ryan, they had their moments. They had their people. I still think the Ferris State game was a little bit surprising just because of the program that it is. But listen, I just got to stick with Valdosta. I know it was a while ago, but I think there's no question Valdosta State was the best team they've beaten.
I think I don't know enough about Minnesota State right now to say that they're guaranteed. They had Adam Thielen at one point.
They're good.
They are good. We did watch that. They slaughtered the other team. I was watching Coach, the show of Minnesota State, and you said that game is what we should be doing.
Minnesota State's running back, by the way, has over 1,600 yards.
Craig T. Nelson.
And I think Gunn is his last, Nate Gunn, I believe, and he's a Harlan Hill finalist, which he'll find out tonight if he wins it. And the Harlan Hill Trophy is the Heisman Trophy for Division II. And he's broken all his records. I think he has 29 touchdowns this year. He's a really good running back. And listen, watching that Minnesota State game from last week, their defensive line took over that game against Slippery Rock. And that was what made the score so lopsided. Not to mention Slippery Rock just looked like they had never played in the snow despite being at home. But this Minnesota State team here's the thing. You can say what you want all year long or whatever. This is the last game of both these teams. You could throw all the records, all the stats, whatever out the door. And none of that means anything anymore. Both these teams are obviously tops in the nation because they don't – we know UWF is because of the gauntlet they've had to face in the playoffs on the road. Minnesota State, the same thing with them. This is a really, really good team. You can't bet against UWF at this point. I'm not going to say
Josh Shaw disagrees.
I'm leaving that one alone. But no, but what they've been able to do. Let's appreciate that, regardless of what happens tomorrow, which I think the Argos win. I think most people here. How do you not think they're going to win with what they've faced so far? But this is something that we need to make sure we appreciate now, and regardless of what happens tomorrow, appreciate what's been done because this. I don't think this will ever be done again in the history. This hasn't happened in the history of football. I don't think it ever will be. There's a reason that it was a record that nobody even come close to.
And I don't think at this point people understand or will understand until history, but this is not going to ever be done again. Like Cal Ripken's record. We talked about records being broken after Drew Brees and what he accomplished. The records like Wilt the Stilt, who scored 100 on the court and 10,000 off, and all the guys that were able to, if you look at the record books, there's a couple guys that just, Cal Ripken's, 2496, I got make sure to get that exactly right, but that record of consecutive games, today, players just get, they call it like a hip injury or a herniated disc or, that's actually pretty severe. So I was going to say that's not. If you're listing that as a day off, a herniated, be like, and that guy's a pretty cool cat.
26-32.
26-32. I shorted him like 200 games. That's it. Just a season and a half. I just shorted you here. But Cal Ripken, he's not. Robinson Cano, I think, was where even though he's playing in the game, he sort of half plays those games. So maybe you only count him as 0.5 anyway. The way he gets to a ball at second base. He's a smooth cat, though, in his prime. But Robinson Cano, I think, was second. You had a couple guys, Ryan Braun at one point before taking too many protein shakes. There was a couple guys like that. But now, nobody's ever going to get to 500-600. Derek Jeter had a little, for a while. But these guys today in the game, it's a different breed. People are not going to play for 22 consecutive seasons. People need days off, according. That's been an argument on TV. LeBron James versus why he's like, I'm not taking a game off, bro. I'm like, he didn't say that to me. It was in the conversation, but he was, sounded like it. You're getting paid like $500,000 almost a game. If you're making some of these guys are making $40 million in the NBA now per season. So you're almost getting $500,000 a game. Yeah, for $500,000, you probably shouldn't take a game off. Back in the day, George Mikan played like triple headers in basketball in the 1950s without shoes. Peach baskets. Like these guys, remember there was a rule in basketball, by the way. Whoever wrote up the original rules, this guy obviously did not care about time. Patience is a virtue, those old cliches. People get honked at the drive-thru if it takes more than like 15 seconds. I'm not making the food, whoever that guy was behind me in the Sentra. But I do have to say, whoever wrote up the rules clearly was not in a rush. But because the original rules to basketball that you just didn't look. The original rules to basketball.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm looking up who's got the most consecutive games played.
I know the Central Connecticut game is brewing here on the Big Ten Network. Didn't know we got that, by the way. Or is that your app?
That's
yours.
mine.
Okay. We'll give out that account when we come back.
All right.
But I do want to say, though, that the originator, James Naismith, and the way they made the rules, they did a jump ball after every made basket. That would be boring.
That'd be terrible.
That'd be terrible. Like, imagine the momentum. I'm watching the Greek Freak last night and Anthony Davis going back and forth. And imagine the Unibrow one comes in with a nasty jam and the crowd's all into it. And he's running back like this, like skyhawking it. And all of a sudden, skyhawking, it's a real thing, by the way. And then he comes through. And then they just, like, blow the whistle and have everybody come
Refs
together.
Like, guys,
yeah,
come
on,
it in.
Everybody back in.
Step back up.
Yeah.
Step back up.
So the team who wins every single season is Manute Bol. Because you score the first basket, and you get one of those Uncle Sam's on stilts, and you get every tip ball. And if you score the first basket, you don't ever lose because that guy tips it to your team. So just get 3 other 7-footers that you tip it to, and then it's a double tip. You're not going to win the double tip, and you never lose a game. There you go. I already solved people's problems in the 1940s. We're coming back for more. Thank you very much. You got some problems coming your way. Don't ever hit me with a drone. It's a Sports Drive. Happy Friday to everybody but JP.
We'll see.
Guys, waking up over and over to pee is not okay. But now, you can reduce those nighttime bathroom trips with the ingredients in Super Beta Prostate P3 Advanced. We're talking about less urges to pee at night, less bathroom trips during the day, and better bladder emptying.
It's like taking 3 prostate supplements in one.
You can try a full 30-day bottle of P3 Advanced, free.
Just pay shipping and handling.
No strings attached, no obligations, and no commitments to buy. This is a 30-day supply, absolutely free.
Call 1-800-253-7136.
Super Beta Prostate is the best-selling brand in major retailers like Walmart. But for this no-strings-attached free bottle, you must call now.
Call 1-800-253-7136.
Don't miss out on this unprecedented free offer.
Call 1-800-253-7136. 1-800-253-7136.
It's happening. Wherever plays are being made, tickets are being sold, and fans are lining up. ADP is designing a better way to work. With industry-leading HR, talent, time, benefits, and payroll, more companies rely on ADP than any other HR partner to help step up their game. From small business to global enterprise. See how ADP can help you and your people achieve what you're working for at design.adp.com. ADP, always designing for people.
Hey sports fans, we know that we all fumble now and then when we're headed for the end zone, and our vehicles are no exception. Next time your bad ride is a little off sides, take it to Amco Transmission, your total car care facility. And with no interest financing, even with less than perfect credit, you'll drive away feeling as if you caught the winning touchdown. You always make the right play when you take your vehicle to Amco Transmission on Davis Highway, just south of Airport Boulevard. Visit them on Facebook or call 800-GO-AMCO. AA MCO.
Hello, sports fans. Miles Bentley here, General Manager at Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Pensacola. Growing up, I always loved sports. Nothing but net, out of the park, through the uprights. Sink the puck Bentley, that was me. But my love of the game couldn't beat my love for Pensacola and helping folks get on the road of dreams in a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Sure, I never went to the big leagues in sport, but we're all pro here at Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Proud to be in Pensacola.
As we age, we all need help, which is why Summer Vista Assisted Living and Memory Care is excited to be a part of the Pensacola community. At Summer Vista, each day is filled with smiles, laughter, hugs, and fun activities. It's a cruise ship atmosphere on land within the Summer Vista community. Spacious living areas, beauty salons, barbershops, and restaurant-style dining are just some of the many excellent services they offer you. Comfort and care you can trust. See for yourself at summervista.com.
The Paul Feinbaum Show.
Everything you wanted to happen hasn't happened.
Oh my gosh, that's all any of y'all want to talk about is Alabama.
You're really not understanding the conversation, but anyway, we can move on.
Alabama's dynasty has just begun.
Hold on a second, Charles. Somebody wants to talk to you.
I don't want to talk that compelling moron. He's nothing but a lame-head old man.
2 till 5 every weekday afternoon. ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM.
You're out of your freaking mind, cowturd.
You're listening to Pensacola's home for hometown sports. ESPN Pensacola 1330 AM 99.1 FM.
They check it to 10.
And welcome back, Sports Drive, ESPN Pensacola. Apparently at the club, Chad Brillante alongside DJ JP over here. Is this really what you do? I can see like you going home, just sit in the car. You know those guys that really rock it? It's usually like teenage girls, yeah. And let me explain. Like this is
tread lightly. Tread lightly on this.
No, but like okay, so if I'm on Davis Highway or something, and I'm looking behind me, but the people jamming to like a Taylor Swift song.
That was me.
That's exactly
me too,
your moves right here. You can't get away with it. Most radio stations, you can do whatever. We used to have like a fraternity party up here. You had whatever, and I think we had like a mini keg in the corner. Things were happening. Now that with Blab TV and simulcast, you got to be obviously 100% professional on everything
exactly
that we do. That's what we do.
That is exactly.
Here's the deal. Nick Coe today. This isn't anything. Apparently, it's breaking on some stories, but Nick Coe has announced that he will forego the Outback Bowl. He won't get to see full-grown adults dressed as bloomin' onions and coconut shrimp. They don't even like hide their faces. They can at least paint them or like use the back of the tail or dip like cocktail sauce over them. Like do a mask. These are people that have kids and families in their 40s and 50s. Like get a kid out of high school. That's
I don't know. You're talking about like coconut shrimp. I don't care about none of that. I mean, yeah, but they're making some money, whatever. You're telling me that you wouldn't, if somebody paid you a couple $100, you wouldn't walk around a stadium, a college football game in a big stadium in a coconut shrimp costume? I would. Why not? It's a couple $100. Who cares?
I'm definitely getting trashed. No, I'm saying I'm not. I'm saying if I'm doing not right now, you're like looking at me like, where's the party? No, I'm definitely if I'm doing that, I'm going all out.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to be sober for that job.
Yeah,
you probably the person listening like yes you will or we're going to fire you. But Nick Coe has announced his decision. But here's the point of this. Eventually, we'll get to that. The point.
It's never going to happen.
He writes this whole like you can see the violin in the background, like I cannot begin to express how much I appreciate.
At least he gave that.
The opportunity that Auburn University has given me the last 4 years.
I don't think he sounds like
my entire life has been a journey, ups and downs.
Journey.
And my ties
Good band.
To Auburn were no different. However, because of my coaches, my teammates, and the Auburn family, I'm a better man and football player than I was when I came to Auburn. Although I realize that I'm not finishing the product. At least he's admitting to that. But here's the thing with all that. First off, you're Nick Coe. What is he projected at this point? Do we have that?
Give me a second.
Crack stat on that. I know I have
to look it up.
He actually had worse stats this year than he did last year. and in 2017. I mean, I think he's projected. This is a guy that's projected to be. He's not a first rounder, is he? I know he's not even the best defense. I mean, Brown. He's not even the best defense guy on the line. I know they had one of the best defense lines in the country.
A stud line. All those guys. Minko's 6'5", 291. Okay?
No, he's a good player, but this is the difference. Nobody wants you to write a letter personally. That's just my opinion. 850-623-1330 is the number. 850-623-1330. I don't think anybody wants somebody to go out there and write a letter when they're telling you they're not going to play in their bowl game.
Hello, this is Shelly on a recorded line calling on behalf of the Medicare discount card. How are you today?
I'm doing okay, Shelly, but we're going to go ahead and drop you real quickly. We appreciate that. Can go ahead and drop Shelly right there.
She dropped us.
Shelly, we appreciate you. You're live on radio right That was a real person on that. Usually you get a recording.
I know.
We could have had fun with that.
I may need to call her back.
If you would have given me time on that, we would have had a plan right there. I would have had a plan, apparently. Maybe 2 for $1 and discounted price, so who knows. But thank you for monitoring.
That's such a perfect call for today.
It is. That is exactly through the nutshell of what it is on there to accept that call. So the Auburn family on that, as looking at the right now with Coe and what he's been able to do. I got to say, this is a guy right now that nobody wants to see that article.
Well,
personally, I don't want to because you're not hurt. You're not at that point. If you're going to do that, that's okay. And I think people understand it. Gene Stallings and Pat Down, a lot of these people made it clear that this would have not been accepted by the other teammates. More than the coaches, the teammates that played 3-4 years with these guys to do this. But I'm going to tell you, for a guy like Nick Coe, this is the kind of guy, though, that he's not a first. I don't think he's a first. Is he?
He's a fringe guy.
Fringe.
So listen, this is what they said.
If you're top 5 money, that's one thing.
This is what
it's just me personally.
This could be the program itself too, though. He may know something more at Auburn and what's coming back and things like that. Because listen, if he comes back and that defensive line's gone and they got a bunch of these young guys that they don't feel like it's going to compete, he's going to get doubled every time.
Personally, don't waste your time with the letter. I'm just saying,
I'm not upset with the letter. Like, hey,
no, I'm not. It doesn't affect my life. I'm just saying.
He put thought into it. I mean, most of those guys, listen.
He's putting thought into leaving his team high and dry for a bowl game.
Then he could just do that and be like, see ya, deuces, I'm out. But he actually cares enough. That shows you where his heart is.
He's spending more time to write the letter. You can get carpal tunnel. Is he worried about that? Guy could get carpal tunnel. It was handwritten, like on John Hancock, like the old feather pen. He could have got carpal tunnel and be out for the season.
Okay, so this guy just leaves high and dry, doesn't say anything, like whatever, deuces, I'm out.
No, you say, hey, I'm not playing in the bowl game.
Hold on. So he just does that, and you're going to come on here and be like, what's this dude doing? He's not even a first-round guy. Well, instead, he writes a letter to the people of Auburn that he cares about.
But he doesn't care. Do you really care if you're not going to play in their bowl game because you're a fringe stock guy and you don't want to maybe get hurt? Think about that.
Yeah, he does care about the people and what they've done for him.
There's a bunch of...
So what, he just comes back just because he's going to fringe around?
No, he doesn't have to come back, but we don't need your letter.
Guys are leaving because they're 3rd and 4th round draft picks. What does that even matter anymore?
Like I said, I know I'm on this old man grump stage right now today. I'm in that mode right now, like the 90-year-old. So this probably is not that big of a deal. But I'm going to say, though, I don't think anybody wants to see your letter when you're leaving a team in a game you should be playing. They should be playing. Do you agree with me they should be playing in this?
Him?
Yes.
I'm not going to say yes or no to it because it's not my money. Listen, here's the thing. Desmond Howard came on. Listen to me. He came on about a week ago.
First off, you've lost credibility by saying Desmond Howard. And then next.
Okay.
Some of the comments he's made over the last couple weeks.
Hold on. Then listen to this.
Continue.
Desmond Howard came on and said, look, when they were asking about these situations and guys leaving and whatever, and it's guys that are going the 2nd, 3rd round leaving, he goes, well, let me explain to you my situation. And I know there's people that have my situation. I got judged for doing what I did and everything, whatever. The guy said, well, you're taking the money. He said, look, I had a mom that was a single mom, had no money, living pretty much homeless the way things are. And he saw an opportunity that he could not afford to go back. This is a great – if he's going to be a fringe first-round guy, no, you're not going to make a top 5 money. But hold on. You're still going to make a lot of money going.
Don't you make me feel guilty for the
same story. I'm
just
saying.
That's the same story I used yesterday with Peyton Barber. So we already went down the homeless mom path, which is a huge. I mean, that's one that
it's more prevalent
yes,
than
I would
we
have done
know.
the same thing.
We live great lives compared to some of these guys. Some of these guys came from nothing. And listen, if they have an opportunity to make some money, or they come back and they can get hurt, at least you make some money if you get hurt in the NFL.
To me, this is an incredible job. I would hire you right now as my defense attorney, because you have what I'm saying is, I'm just saying, I'm not disagreeing about why they do it. I get it. There's a lot of money on the line. I'm saying, if you are going to leave, if we walk out right now and I go to a rival station, or if I walked out, they don't want me to write a letter saying how much I love you all and care about you, because I just left you for a rival. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he didn't leave them for a rival. Well, I mean,
he's leaving them in the bowl game where their teammates are playing in their final game, and they're not going to be as good without him. So he's hurting the team. But
once again, we talk about these bowl games and what they don't mean anything. Coach K Coach K even said it today on his show. These games mean nothing outside these championship games, but they do mean something for these players. Like I had said earlier, that are these guys that this is their last shot to get noticed out there and everything else. But if he knows he is going to get drafted. I mean, he's 6'5", 291. He's a fringe first-round pick, and these are the scouts that are saying that. Then I'm not upset. Do I want him to play? Do I want all these guys to play? Yes, but that's for my sake. I want.
This isn't about Nick Coe being separated from about 7 or 8 guys are now doing this a bowl game. So we're talking about get together. They can all sing Kumbaya. Look, they made that decision. Jadeveon and Clowney. A lot of times it's first round. That's up to them. That is up to them.
Okay, so we want to talk about your letter.
I'm talking about he doesn't need to write a whole letter, yes. But this is on the cover. I'm looking at it, Saturday Down South, a whole letter, this huge letter right now talking about how much, the whole thing is about how much I appreciate it, everybody here, and that I love this school more than ever. Nobody wants to read that because he's like, but that's deflecting exactly what you're doing.
Chad, it doesn't mean that doesn't matter if nobody wants to read it. He did it because he knows these people that have given him an opportunity to get to the point where he's at now. It's simply there's nothing to this. He's just thanking them. It's something he wanted to do. He knows he doesn't have to.
All right, and
he owes a lot of people a lot of things because they gave him an opportunity.
He owes me $20.
And you probably owe him $20 betting on the Panthers anyway. But no, it's just simply,
how does Ron Rivera like
this
that?
This is a nice little gesture. No, he didn't have to do it, and you don't have to think anything of it. That's fine. You can disagree and say, yeah, you should have never done it, but he didn't do it for you. He did it for those people that gave him the opportunity. He didn't do it for the general public.
No, I know.
He doesn't care about the general public.
Eric Nielsen, Dr. Eric Nielsen, one of our great sponsors and of Nielsen Orthopedics. He was with Andrews, and now he has his own practice up the road. Awesome guy, too. And if you need to actually, like an X-ray or a CAT scan, any of that, they're like $25-$50. He purposely built that in a way where people can't afford insurance. You might have, like, if people are seriously dealing with back injuries and things like that, as many are, we're all afraid if you don't have, if you don't have any type of medical insurance, you're afraid, or you might not be able to afford it with the copay. It costs a lot. When you hear that word X-ray, how many times you're like, no, I'll pass. Be like, no, son, you need an X-ray. You have teeth upon teeth coming in. Oh, no, I'm good. I can't afford, because you don't want to pay the extra $200 if you don't have dental insurance or something like that. I get it. But you can go down there, and for the price you get a couple popcorns down at the movies tonight, you can go out there and you can check that out. And it's right here. They do an awesome job, Nielsen Orthopedics up there. To get to this, though, he's the Auburn team doctor, too. And if he's out there listening, I'm going to call him. I'm going to bring him a Christmas gift, by the way. I got one left in my car. And
one.
Wink. And the thing, though, about this guy is he knows, but they don't need to hate him. This isn't a witch hunt. But I'm saying is I don't want, if I had that letter, I didn't try to make that basket. Nick Coe could be a great human being. You don't need to write a letter when you're leaving somebody high and dry in a situation, in general, at anything in life. If you're about to get a divorce, you don't need to be, honey, let me write a letter on how much I love you. So get out of my house. You know what I'm saying? Like he's leaving the team. He is leaving the team in a bowl game, and it is different. In a way,
it's a lot different.
Well, first off, though, his teammates. Does his coach, is he letting his teammates and his coaches down by not helping them? He's obviously a star player.
Not in a bowl game that means absolutely nothing.
You saying to mean absolutely nothing's not fair. Coaches get fired over this. And
that's fine.
Jamarcus Russell made a ton of cash on it.
You just made fun of it because it has coconut shrimp and stuff. That's our point.
There's a Tony the Tiger.
Please continue to make my point here.
That's not making your point.
What does he get out of playing this game?
What does he
give? He has given Auburn everything he can.
You get a Best Buy gift card and a Seiko watch, and you get a backpack, an Outcast backpack. Yeah. See?
Okay, she's got to call Mary.
Okay.
But hold on, like this is you're coming after a guy because it's a nice gesture.
I'm in that mood today. We're coming after people.
But he literally just wants to think. Listen, that
like Negan right here from over here.
That letter is simply for those people at Auburn and those people that help him get to that point. It's not for you. He could care less what me and you think.
I would love to see Auburn fans. I don't know why we're arguing. I didn't go. War Eagle.
It's not even Auburn fans.
Let's get Pat. We got to get Pat's new cell.
I got to text him. Malzahn and those guys. That's who it's for.
Pat was supposed to come on yesterday. He's been a little under the weather. So let's get the former AD and Hall of Fame coach there. I'm going to ask him that. Let's see. I think you're afraid, though, he's going to side with me.
No,
a lot of the old coaches are siding.
But what is, and that's fine, but times have changed. We can accept it or not. But if a guy has a chance to go out and make millions of dollars, I mean, I know we talk about, they need an education, but how do you pass this up? How? Like, everybody's opportunity is different. Chad, if somebody else came to you, if that rival offered you $6 million, or you can come back here and do the same thing you're doing, and you may not ever get that opportunity again. Are you going to take it, yes or no?
Look, I could put Rudy.
Yes or no? Are you going to take that $6 million that you're going to have
after my bowl game? I'd play my bowl game. I would. You would sit out the bowl game, really? You'd be the guy to sit out the bowl game?
It depends. If I'm a first-round guy, I'm not. If I'm a fringe guy, I probably will sit it out.
Here's the thing. If I'm dealing with any type of injury, at all, I'm sitting out. I mean, a borderline injury. Like if you could play through the pain.
I can't fault somebody that's going to go out there and make millions of dollars to make a grown man decision for their family and everything else because we don't know what he's going through and we don't know what he has.
First off, you can take out the insurance. For a guy like Coe, it's not $100 million. He can take out the $5 million insurance plan. But I'm not even – but first off, you have jumped me into a category.
You started it.
That I'm not part of. I didn't say that these guys shouldn't – that they all shouldn't sit out bowl games. My opinion is you should play, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I don't want your letter telling me that I love you when you're not going to play in a game you're 100% healthy to play in.
Then let's ask
because
Auburn.
You don't love. If you loved Auburn more than you love, because you're not going to get hurt. Your chances of getting hurt. I've done the math on this, by the way. It's like here comes a fraudulent stat. 1.7%. That's your chance of getting hurt in this game.
Okay.
I just made that. I have no clue. But it did sound okay. That's not a real stat at all. I didn't get that from anywhere. I got that from Walgreens.net. But here's the thing. Right there, 1 minute clinic. They give me. So 1.7%. Let's go with that. Your chance of going out, he's played 4 years. If he never got hurt, you're probably not going to get hurt in this game. Or at least go make a couple plays and do like they do in the Pro Bowl, where they're like, hey, you want to go to Benihana's after this down the road? Like they just sort of like give each other like a joshing kind of thing. You know, nobody's really going through the motions.
See,
play two plays and then get off the field. No matter what.
You're bringing this back to playing now. You said this
exactly.
point with the letter.
You're reeling me into this.
You're just walking.
But I'm telling you, I don't want that letter. I don't want you to write a letter about me.
Okay,
I love you.
And that's fine. You
don't.
And it's listen. A lot of those guys may not want it.
He didn't write the letter for me. I know that.
He wanted to. Listen.
But I'm reading this letter. I'm upset now.
Regardless,
I'm hurt.
Guys like Malzahn and the players there, they understand this because they would do the same thing.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
This happens all the time, Chad. How do they not do
How many seniors are on the roster?
I have no idea.
So if every one of them decided to do this, then
every one of them have an opportunity to go in the first round?
In their hearts.
No.
They all believe it. You got to believe it to
heart
achieve.
Means nothing.
Even if you're not going to be a pro, you got to believe to achieve, even though you won't be drafted. Coming back for more. We're taking a break on this. Nick Coe, don't want your letter.
Appreciate the letter.
Imogen and I started Jewelers Trade Shop in 1956.
Our goal at Jewelers Trade Shop has always been to give our customers the best experience imaginable. It's something that my grandfather instilled in my father, and without a doubt, my father has passed on to me. Those basic core goals and values that shaped our business 56 years ago are still very much alive and a driving force behind Jewelers Trade Shop today.
For 3 generations, the story continues. Jewelers Trade Shop in downtown Pensacola.
Adam Schefter. There was a former NBA player there who kind of accosted me on the way out, and people had to step in and get him away from me.
Why? I can't believe
Dwayne
Wade did that to you. I mean,
yeah, no, it was not him. Somebody just as renowned, and he seemed to be having a very good time that night. He was right on me the way he used to play defense and rebound.
Download and subscribe to Stupidity right now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
How about we add Sunday to that list? It's the NFL Tailgate Show at World of Beer.
Your plans just changed.
Yes, they did. Live show, games, prizes, NFL legends.
500 bottles of beer on the wall.
And you can try them all.
And no wrong choices.
Well, trying all 500 week one, that could be a bad choice.
World of Beer. Beer as you have never experienced it before.
Come on, bro. That was my tag. Your NFL party awaits you at World of Beer.
World of Beer.
Really?
Back by popular demand at Bob Tyler Toyota this weekend. Spin to win. Just spin the prize wheel and win great prizes like flat screen TVs, Yeti coolers, gift cards, Nintendos, Fitbits, gift baskets, and more. Bob Tyler Toyota lets you spin to win after every purchase of a new or pre-owned vehicle. But this ends soon. It's only this weekend, and it's Bob Tyler Toyota's way of thanking you. Spin to win is here. Get to Bob Tyler Toyota.
I'm really hungry, but I don't want to spend a fortune.
Well, you're in luck. Now you can get Denny's Super Slam with 2 eggs, 2 bacon strips, 2 sausage links, hash browns, and 2 pancakes, all for just $5.99.
That is a great deal. So I get all of that for just $5.99?
You sure do.
Wow, this meal just keeps getting better and better.
Some might say super.
I see what you did there.
The $5.99 Super Slam is back. See you at Denny's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. No substitutions.
I'm Mina Kimes, host of the new podcast, ESPN Daily. Each morning, we'll bring you a deep dive into a single story from one of ESPN's hundreds of reporters. ESPN Daily is brought to you by Indeed, helping over 3 million businesses worldwide find their newest star players. Post job openings with skills tests, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Sprint to Indeed.com/ESPN Daily and find a winner. Terms and conditions apply.
You're listening to Pensacola's home for hometown sports. ESPN Pensacola 1330 AM, 99.1 FM.
It has been that type of day. Welcome back. It's been a good day. I got to see my family. My daughter's getting to go over to Mobile. They're going to some light show at Hank Aaron Stadium. So at least they're doing something, and that was mean. I'm sorry. The Mobile Bay Bears are done. I'm just saying. I gotta try. I'm trying to get the trash talk rival thing going. They're out of the league. That's not cool. Not minor league baseball trash. Josh Haddon with Clearway Pain Solutions, one of good friends. He always comes in here. Josh was a heckler in right field. He started it. People were at first a little bit, I think they felt uncomfortable, but he was heckling people that were in right field out there in the Hill Kelly Dodge Hill. And he would be calling out these guys like, I've never been heckled in a minor league baseball game like this. So it was a kind heckling. Then he realized after about the third inning, the guy was Spanish, and he had no clue what he was saying the entire game. So awesome. He did not know. Josh did not know Spanish. Looking at the things going on right now, if you are looking for a great holiday gift, and yes, it's the 20th, have you done your shopping yet? You can admit. I'm openly going to admit. I
still have something to do.
Look at me. I obviously have done it all.
Something wrong with your eye?
No. Yeah, you hit me with the drone.
By the way, just mentioning this.
Flew a drone into my face.
Well, there's more coming.
That was the most slow reaction. I'm like, bad at that.
Talk about everything going on, with UWF.
I was in the middle of a Christmas read.
I'm all right. The Ice Flyers play tomorrow at home. Just, get to Huntsville. Believe it's the small dog race night.
It is wiener dog races, yeah.
Well, any small dog under 15 pounds, doesn't have to be wiener dog.
wait, you know that? Are you the weigher?
Well, I'm actually trying to dress. I'm dressing up my my rabbit to see if I can get it out there.
You did do rabbit shows. That's hilarious, right there. And nice. Cool. Look, everybody, if you like something, there's a light. We found out. Yes, you're a little. Now that he's leaving, I find that put him over the edge when I said that right there. As
talk about rabbits. That's fine.
Yeah. I always thought that was an Oregon Duck shirt. That's actually the name of your rabbit. Oh, you just always support him everywhere you go.
It's actually Ed Orgeron.
Circus Soleil. You're in the show. Oh, right. But stop this right now. You were flying this. This is
Here we go. All right, well, that didn't work.
That did not work. Just try to fly a drone live on. That was pretty cool right there. For nobody, I think, on radio. Here's the thing with the game tomorrow, though. It is going to be fun. They do so many great theme nights, but wiener dog racing is fun. Or any small pet, apparently he's the official weigher coming in here, under 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Dude, I hope somebody brings like a St. Bernard. That just
when we were talking to Greg, he talked about there was a big dog
Beethoven
that got
out there
in the court, and the little dogs like attacked it.
Yeah. You can see Beethoven running across the ice. Stop this. If I get hit by that, it really... I mean, as funny as we try to make that...
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's go back
It's
to
not
the
fine. It already sliced my finger up. That's got real metal wings. It's got 4 of them. If you hit me with this, I swear. Stop this, by the way. All right.
Oh, God, it won't turn off.
You're killing the Jeff Wayne's... he's got his memorabilia up here. One day he gets to make a cameo up here. He's already lost his Argo finger, and now you just almost knocked him off. Ice Flyers. Should be a fun game.
Squirrel.
A lot of fun, dude. You might be up there today with me on this here, flying drones at me during a show. All right. So there was a probe going on here. Gosh, this is going to be another segment of me.
Terrible way to start that off.
This is so last night there was a probe going on, and okay. I'm going down another old grumpy path here. No, this is, look at this.
Go ahead.
Hand gestures made during Army-Navy game deemed not racist. Now, here's the thing. So there was a guy, apparently. Did you see it, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Guy behind, he made this, and then they said it was a white supremacist move. And I don't know these things. To me, it looked like the old, hang 10 bra out there in Hawaii. So I'm not with the hand gestures. So I'm glad I know not to do hang 10 to people out there on the waves, because apparently I'm part of the Aryan race. If I do that, I got to be careful. So I'm not going to do any of this. No more hand gestures, anybody, except the one that you're about to get right here in the middle.
Yeah,
you know where that's coming right there.
Gesture.
I'll give you a hand gesture. That didn't sound right. Okay, so all of this with the West Point cadets and the Naval Academy, they're out there, but they've done a probe on this, and they said that they've deemed it not to be racist. But they said, but they admit participation in a sophomoric type of sign. This is...
I don't know what to say to that.
All I'm going to say to this is the same thing I said about... This is not the type of issue where there's a middle ground. Do you agree with that? I mean,
yeah, I agree 100%.
Just to me, it's either you did it or you didn't. Like, you either did the sign or you were saying, "What's up, bros?" Like, if you are going down that path, but you admit there was wrongdoing...
Yeah, which one is it?
But exactly. But if you're
yes or no,
they're writing this. They say we understand there was they said we are disappointed in the immature behavior, and we do take these actions appropriately. But there was no wrongdoing in there of racism. Look, I hope not. Army-Navy game was. I've always said that game, getting to go to it, especially what happened this week, Pensacola NAS and or 2 weeks ago, last Friday. I'm gonna sit here and say, that's nobody wants to deal with something. Today they made us, I think it was Dawn downstairs. If somebody made these, it wasn't Dawn, I thank you. But the NAS are hearts that we're wearing today for all the four fallen. And it was going to the Army-Navy game in Philadelphia was the best experience I've ever got a chance. Because with my family and background with the military and my grandfather being a war hero and so many guys that were part of just to see it, a game that truly is bigger than football. The football is old school, running the football. Navy crushed them this year. A lot of people are happy around here. But that game is so huge. But to me on this, first off, deal with him separately. This should not, everything today becomes, this is one guy, if he did it, that should be punished. This isn't it's nothing to do. These are the best people in the world over there. And if one guy's going to do something, yeah, we always have there's bad apples and everything. But to say, it's not racist, but then to say it was an immature and inappropriate act. Are they saying just for him doing any gesture and not acting like a troop, meaning not standing there stoic is what they're going for? Because to me, it's either or. There's no that if he did it, then he should be punished, and it was a racist gesture. If he didn't, then it's not that big of a deal. So it's either or, but they're not really answering
they're saying that.
Okay, you got the inside.
Someone forming the OK sign with their fingers and thumb to symbolize the letters WP, which stands for white power. And I'm looking at the video. I don't know enough about the hand gestures. I don't either. I'm not going to say one way or the other, but I don't know. It doesn't look. I don't think there's anything wrong. But then again, I don't know enough about all that, like hand gesture wise. I guess I'm not up on it.
No.
Rightfully so, I guess. I'm just gonna stay out of that one.
I almost said there was a book you can buy about learning about that to try to get if you're looking for the right jobs to do. But we're not going to do that. So we even have limits, folks. We have limits.
Believe it or
Someone's
not.
like, I can put together where you're going with that. We're coming back for more. It's the Sports Drive, ESPN Pensacola. Happy Friday right here in Blab TV.
Back by popular demand at Bob Tyler Toyota this weekend. Spin to win. Just spin the prize wheel and win great prizes like flat screen TVs, Yeti coolers, gift cards, Nintendos, Fitbits, gift baskets, and more. Bob Tyler Toyota lets you spin to win after every purchase of a new or pre-owned vehicle. But this ends soon. It's only this weekend, and it's Bob Tyler Toyota's way of thanking you. Spin to win is here. Get to Bob Tyler Toyota.
Regions wants to know, what's a financial tip you'd give your younger self?
You're never too old to get the band back together.
Regions has the tools and tech to manage your money according to your priorities. Enjoy digital tools, innovative ATMs, and customizable security features, all with the kind of financial clarity your younger self could only dream of.
Negotiate your salary. You're worth every penny.
Because some things are bigger than banking. Switch for good at regions.com/biggerthanbanking. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Are your aching feet stopping you from where you want to go? The average person puts a ton of stress on their feet and ankles. At Pensacola Podiatry, Dr. Frank Castagna and Dr. Matt Etheridge are both board certified and understand the importance of foot and ankle health. From the most common foot issue to the most complex, Pensacola Podiatry is always one step ahead with 3 convenient locations and most insurance accepted. For more information, visit them online at pensacolapodiatry.com.
Well, you want to see a Broadway show, but New York City just isn't in the cards.
Broadway's coming to you. Get your tickets now for the 2019-2020 Broadway season at the Sanger Theater. See amazing Broadway touring shows like Jersey Boys, Cats, The Color Purple, Beautiful, An American in Paris, and Waitress for a third of the cost you would pay on Broadway. See actual Broadway shows right here in downtown Pensacola. Get all the details at PensacolaSanger.com.
You'll never find another like me.
With the Capital One Saver Card, you earn 4% cash back on dining and entertainment. That's 4% cash back on milkshakes with extra whipped cream. And 4% to get extra loud at the show. The Capital One Saver Card. Earn 4% on dining and 4% on entertainment. What's in your wallet?
Hey guys, it's Taylor. You can buy my new album Lover at taylorswift.com.
Terms apply. Capital One Bank, USA NA.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With neighbors admiring your shiny new ride, it's your year for a Deere to fill you with pride. So if additional offers are what you desire, see our low rates before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night. Make it your year for a Deere. See your John Deere dealer today to discover more amazing deals and attractive financing offers.
Coming up on Sports Call this Saturday, we are live from World of Beer in honor of UWF taking on Minnesota State in the national championship. It all gets underway at 11, leading up to the UWF pregame show at 1 on ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM.
Welcome to ESPN Pensacola, 1330 FM 99.1. Pensacola's home to the best talk in sports, new and improved. We are ESPN Pensacola, 1330 and FM 99.1.
You're listening to Pensacola's home for hometown sports. ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM.
And welcome back. Sports Drive right here on ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM. On Blab TV and also apparently at Hakkasan Dance Club in Las Vegas. Look, listen. I tell you before the show.
That's a compliment.
What have I told you today, though? What did you?
A lot, unfortunately.
Right, this is what did you give me though to take? This is also, you need to explain this for everybody out here. At the beginning of the day.
Oh, the BC powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of songs have you chosen today with us on full blast here? You've gone with the fist-pumping bomb, bomb, bomb.
Yeah.
In disrespect of this headache.
I don't care about that headache.
I'm just kidding about that. I'm over that, by the way. I've moved on from that.
Dang
headache.
it.
Still hurts, but I've moved on.
Now I'm going to go back to playing
I've sucked it up
regular
like
songs.
Wilco writing a letter to everybody saying that Nico, his brothers will. I'm not getting back into that. Nobody wants your letter after you leave them high and dry. That's all.
I do, Will. I appreciate it.
You can give a War Eagle. You can be like, hey, I love you guys, War Eagle. He did end with the War Eagle.
Well, there you go.
Taking it back. I'm taking it.
Everything is better now. They said War Eagle. It changes everything.
Gus Malzahn should write a letter saying, I retract this letter. This letter never exists. We just had a sort of a Clint Eastwood get off my lawn from Gran Torino moment of, would you take a letter from somebody sitting out a bowl game if they're not going to play for your team? Florida, Alabama, Michigan, teams that are in bowl games that are big, but they're not the championship. But if one of the players decides to sit, C.J. Henderson's sitting out, correct? He's out.
Yes.
But if C.J. Henderson, as a Gator fan, wrote, I love you guys so much, and I'm just such a happy to be part of this family. You know, you guys have always meant so much, and, you know, I care about you more than anything. Are you going to take that, or are you just going to be like, hey, is it okay? Like I said, I could be the old curmudgeon right here. You might be like, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Perfect timing.
But you left him high and dry in a game that you could play.
Nope, going to make millions of dollars. I love all these people, but unless it was my family, my true family, sorry, I'm going to make millions. So I have to set myself up and my family up for the rest of their life too. So 10 seconds.
Merry Christmas, everybody. We're coming back for more right here. Sports Drive, ESPN Pensacola, Blab TV.
Football is here. Catch all the UWF Argos games and the big NFL games every Saturday and Sunday on Pensacola's home for hometown sports. ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM. If you would like to be a part of ESPN Pensacola as a sponsor or promotional partner, just give us a call at 262-6000 or visit our website at ESPNpensacola.com.
ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM. WEBY, Milton, Pensacola.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Coming up in the second hour of the program, we're going to get to more on UWF football. Big game tomorrow. We'll be at the watch party down at World of Beer, having a blast, and come join us. Beers on JP.
Just become the NFL's all-time leading rusher. Across the middle, it is caught for the first. It's Baldwin shaking free and sprinting down the sideline for the touchdown. His third of the day. Doug Baldwin.
Derek Brooks, who ran back 3 interceptions for touchdowns in the regular season, does it to cement the Super Bowl.
Boxing's elite, the new WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Ball's been beaten. The result has come up on screens that Gatlin's taken it. Goodness me, it was a blue American vest, 992 the Gatlin, 992 by the American champion to take gold.
Another Watson is wearing a green jacket at Augusta. And this time, his name is Bubba. Scores on a 34-yard touchdown run by the Doak Walker Award winner, Trick Richardson, who broke a lot of Emmett Smith's records back in Pensacola, Florida.
Welcome back, Sports Drive, ESPN Pensacola, Blab TV. Second hour apparently has gone off to the same track the first hour has, is getting the party started. I guess that's where we're going. Tom Coughlin apparently treated the Jaguars like children and destroyed an up-and-coming team. That is from USA Today for the win. Isn't that sort of sweet irony? This article is not really for the win right here.
Well,
I'm not. Look,
up-and-coming is a little too much.
First off, Tom Coughlin is probably one of the most on Mount Rushmore, Jacksonville. He's got to be on it. Think about it.
Well, not anymore.
I mean, we're old. If you're a kid today, you don't remember Tony Baselli with the rolled up sleeve. I had a Tony Baselli jersey. Tony Baselli was awesome. I love the guys that go out there. They don't sit out bowl games, Jeff, JP. They go out there and they're able to roll up the sleeve. He had the cutoff sleeves like you don't mess with this guy. That's what he should have wrote. He should have had a tattoo that said "Don't mess with this." What was the guy Gunn you were saying about the one? The player?
I think Nate Gunn.
Nate Gunn?
Minnesota.
Got it. If he doesn't rip off the sleeves and say, "Welcome to the Gunn Show," as this move, and they get flagged 15 yards and uniform violation the rest of the game. But that would be the move right there. If he does not do that. If it's the game-winning sack and he doesn't do that, shame on you, Nate Gunn. Gunn Show, baby! Like, that's his move, right? So.
Oh, Nate Gunn. He sent a letter to Minnesota State thanking him for everything.
Nice try. He didn't do any of that. Oh, he plays for Minnesota State? That's the guy? Oh, well, definitely don't do this move. I don't want to see a sack. I thought you were talking about another team. Okay, so no, none of this. Well, it's clearly a 50. Actually, do it. It's a 15-yard penalty. Maybe I can get him to a look. We moved the line on Jack Del Rio, and they just started. It looks like ESPN's going down a path of. They just reported that the NBA is going to have a $1 million tournament that talk about all these players going up against each other. That's exactly what we talked about yesterday. So Tom Coughlin treated the Jags like children and destroyed the team. Look, Tom Coughlin. On the levels of everybody on the Jags right now and Tom Coughlin, there's not one guy on the Jags right now that is in the history books as one of the great Jags. Mark Burnell, would you put Maurice Jones-Drew? Yes, this show is headed down a path of naming a Mount Rushmore for the Jags. That's where we're doing right now. But Tom Coughlin, look what you started, Tom. The rosy cheeks on the sidelines, and he's getting a little older, but Tom's got the respect of winning 2 Super Bowls. Ones I wish he wasn't in the game. I wish he was not there.
Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor, oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. Jimmy Smith, oh, for sure. Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Smith. Tony Bracken's probably on there.
Keenan McCardell.
Big John Henderson. Marcus. Now Mount Rushmore has turned into like an assembly line here. It's not. Now it's turned into, what is it, Thunder Mountain, the ride, waiting in a 2-hour line. That's what it is right now at Disney. But everybody come on aboard. Come on and wait with your kids.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's Dumbo. Tom Coughlin. Destroyed the team and acted like he does. He's always been that guy.
So we need a letter from Tom Coughlin about all this.
It's about the same. If Tom Coughlin wrote a letter to everybody, if Tom Coughlin wrote how much I love the Jags right now, if they let him go, they let a 2-time Super Bowl champion, a team that has 0 Super Bowls.
You see what Jalen Ramsey tweeted, right?
Go.
Jalen Ramsey tweeted the little.
Jalen Ramsey, I'm done with his tweets.
He tweeted the little emoji that has the zipper on the mouth, like it closed. I'm not saying anything. I'm leaving this one alone. I feel I have read.
Jalen Ramsey's leaving something alone?
No kidding.
No, come on.
But I feel like there is more to this story that we're going to find out as this.
If you don't know, Tom Coughlin was let go and people are like, he wasn't the coach, right? No, he was not. He was not the coach, but he was sort of the puppet stringer in the back. Someone's like, I'm not getting anything from that. He's the guy in the back, marionette guy. Hey. Tom's like, don't associate me with this guy, the creepy looking puppet. So. That's what I think all marionettes do. They have a voice if you pulled the string. So here he is out there now not with the Jags after getting fired today because of the way he's been handling the conduct of some of the players. And but this has always been Tom Coughlin. Like if somebody said Tom Coughlin, he is. He's always been the guy that's been angry.
Nothing wrong with
Fred Robbins played for Tom Coughlin. He said he's tough. He's tough on you. But he also won 2 Super Bowls for being tough. We always there's a fine line between being too tough, harsh, like what was happening in the Maryland locker rooms.
Yeah,
that the bullying and one of the players died, committed to that's not cool. But for some of the what was happening with Richie Incognito, that was inappropriate.
Yeah.
But for people being tough, that's football. People are going to be tough on you.
Well, they're finding people for showing up to meetings late and practices late. That's what happens. I mean, if you show up to work late, you get fired.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just I don't know.
Well, and Coach K even said he knows Tom, and they've been around. He's about the same age as Coach, and he said, look, Tom Coughlin's always been the guy that 5 minutes, and he said this. Tom Coughlin's watch is, and we all know somebody like this. Everybody is. There's always someone like this. And they're usually successful. I mean, but they say if you had to be there at 8, you have to be in the room at 7:55. That was Tom Coughlin's clock, and he was fining people. Now, if you are fining people for being there at 7:58, 7:59, that's unfair. I mean, whether it's your clock or not, if you tell me 8, I'm there at 7:59, and you're fining, be like, dude, I'm sorry, that's not right. But if it's 8:03, and you're like, man, I'm better than you, or something, that's what I can see. Something that's what I expect everybody to say.
Chad, you're not allowed in the NFL locker room.
I am better than you, and be like, get out of my locker. Now. Yeah, I have no problem with the fines.
No, I don't either.
These guys make so much money anyway.
But it depends. Is that as far as it went, or was there more? And we'll find out.
Goes
more.
to Tom Coughlin's trophy case. He's making a little one with the 2 statue. Like he puts it right in front of him, like walking by. Like Mitch Trubisky going, boo-hoo, that they're playing. Can we shut off the TV? I'm good. What's wrong with me? I'm going after everybody right here. When I become this guy?
Great. Now we're gonna have to listen to Mitch Trubisky because you want to make fun of him again.
No. He's Bears fans will continue on this. I'll bring up Cody Parkey next. Now,
yikes. Leave that one alone. At least Trubisky's been playing a little bit better.
Went for the bat here. Now, I do have an Eric grievance with Cody Parkey, actually, but we're not going down that. He tried to make money and go on Good Morning America after missing the kick. Lay low, bro. You go on Good Morning America and trying to reap the benefits of costing a city?
He's got some cojones to do.
I hope you agree with that.
Yeah,
that's not a good look for anybody. Cody Parkey, shame on you. Nobody's, after that kick, nobody's got him a job anyway, but that's not a cool thing to do.
No, absolutely not.
Like that, your teammates,
You're making a mockery.
Dude, if I'm any of the guys out there, I'm like, what do you do? Akeem Hicks was down here not too long ago. I saw him down at Exos training at Andrews Institute. Great guy and huge guy. Akeem Hicks was a beast, and he still is. He's one of the most valuable. Him and Khalil Mack on defense own that. I mean, they're huge. Eddie Jackson in the secondary, but you don't. None of those guys want to see your kicker trying to reap the benefits of missing a kick to lose you the Super Bowl, to get a chance at the Super Bowl. None of that. Come on, dude. So I do have, so Parkey's grievance is off the table. Mitch Trubisky, now it's your turn, buddy.
Oh,
okay, so we're on this.
Buckle up, Mitch.
I'm that guy. We're sitting everybody down today. Trubisky wanted every TV shut off walking through right there in Hallis Hall. Like, come on. You need to hear it. You need to know. Tom Brady uses locker room. Brandon Spikes told this story, and Brandon Spikes played. He told this story at the Florida-Georgia game. Right there at the Florida-Georgia line. There's a place. If there's not a bar, I'm naming it that.
It's a good band.
Copyright right there. I don't think anybody has that yet. Florida-Georgia line. It's not a bad name for that game, I think.
Good band.
Just made that up. Nobody's ever heard of that. So, if you want to go down, put your windows down and cruise, we can go check out a bar in town. I know exactly where it is.
Okay.
I got this idea. It's called Florida. Okay, so Brandon Spikes told a story about how Tom Brady uses, just the show ends right there. I could see the reports. Tom Brady uses bulletin board material to get angry from like 1997. I was drafted 6th round. They went after me. They went like going after everything. And he gets pumped up. Brandon's like, dude, that guy called you out. William Gay for Pittsburgh, who called him out in like 2011 at the Steelers, and then he went out and put like 400 yards on him. Like, he gets all this up on a board, and he's like, you. Like one of those postal workers in the movie. Like, I remember that. I remember that from 79. I'm coming at you. Steve Buscemi right there, checking off the list on Happy Going. All of these. But I'm telling you, though, that none of that, for somebody like a Mitch Trubisky, he needs to embrace that he's doing bad. And they're starting to come around. This week, big game against the Chiefs. Get to a little pick'ems. Want to do some of that? Huh?
I'm down.
Do a little pick'em, right?
All right. Little
pick'em. Yeah, a little something to this. Instead of just ragging on everybody today. All right. Texans and Bucks.
Well, here's the thing with the Bucks, and I'm going Texans, and I got ridiculed, by the way, earlier on Coach K's show by you and Coach. Understand this. So
sounds like a good show.
Rashad Perriman is the number 1 at receiver now for the Bucks.
It's going down a good path, I believe.
Because Mike Evans is on IR and Chris Godwin is out for that game.
Is he sitting out a bowl game?
Nope, he is not. He's making a lot of money, so he doesn't have to anymore.
Does he write a letter to the Bucks? I would love to be out there, but I'm not.
No, he doesn't want to be out there the way their season's going.
Actually, they just cost me steak tacos.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get.
5.5 wins. They've gone down a path that has been
get for betting against
really awesome right there. So they've gone down a really awesome path right there. As looking at the Bucks, they're a 7-7 team, and they've won now. I believe they've won 4 straight. But
letter got
it's
dropped
right there.
No, but here's the thing: is look. love him or hate him, Jameis has done a lot with not having a lot. I mean, yeah, he has Mike Evans and those guys, but he still doesn't have a running game. And yeah, he throws a lot of picks. If he cut down his picks by like 6 or so, but listen, they don't have a good offensive line. Jameis it'd be interesting to see him this offseason go somewhere else. To see what he can do with another team. But the Texans right now, and you can say Jekyll and Hyde, that's fine. They're still a better team than the Bucs. The Bucs without Chris Godwin, so now they don't have their weapons. You're looking at Rashad Perriman. Give me the Texans. The Texans that can lock up the division this week. If they lose and somehow my Saints my Titans beat the Saints, which is very unlikely.
You would claim the Saints now. I just heard that.
Well, I'm starting to the way But Michael Thomas has got me to the fantasy football championship. Thank goodness for that. Maybe he can.
Oh, what a great pick going out on the limb! Would you have the first pick?
No, I had the 4th pick, 5th pick. I'm sorry.
That's a tough question for next year's draft because my team's not in the playoffs, so we're all moving on. All right, collectively. Like, no, we have money leagues, bro. Like,
but anyway, we'll get to that.
No, we're not. No, but Michael Thomas or Christian McCaffrey, real simple. First pick. Well, that's what I mean. That's a tough.
Christian McCaffrey has been. Not now that we're on this thing.
No.
Christian McCaffrey has been. It's been surprising. Not surprising that he's had the success because he is dynamic.
Yeah.
Surprising he hasn't been hurt because he has been everything for them. We see running backs get hurt so often nowadays. Not as much wide receivers as much as, and he does everything. He catches the football. He runs the football.
Yeah, you're right.
Great probably reason. just let him play quarterback.
Sit out the rest of the year. That's what they should do because they think they might get hurt. Just sit out all of it.
He actually might need to
do it. Sit out your contract so you can. That's what happens. And then write a letter.
We'll see how Will Greer does.
Okay.
But if yeah.
So back to the Tampa Bay Bucks. No, I think Winston is their long-term quarterback right now, from what I've seen lately. Because I think the people look. Remember, there was a reason he went to Tampa. They're the number 1 pick. First off, that was it.
They have good crab legs.
Yes, Sweet Bay seasoning. A lot of Publix. Lakeland is where the Publixes are. So it's right there, the headquarters. Not too far.
He could probably walk in right now. Don't have to worry about it.
Shopping's a pleasure when you have 5 fingers. So, but that's not their slogan. Like, that is not what we say. Just end it before you said the 5-finger thing. So, but if you're Tampa, you get this quarterback. But he also, remember, with Florida State, Gene Deckerhoff's the voice of Florida State and Tampa, so that already adds to it.
Yep.
One of the best voices ever. And Tampa Bay so there's a lot of ties. They like Jameis. Like the Bucks fans root for
Gene
Jameis.
Deckerhoff that's his ties to. That's why he's in Tampa.
That's why he's there. That's what he does. It's all about Jameis.
Jameis goes, wait, is Gene there? Yeah. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah,
sign me up.
He doesn't have stock in Uber.
So who are you picking in this game?
I'm going with Tampa. I'm going out there.
Even with Chris Godwin hurt and Mike Evans is. Yeah. You're still going. Okay.
They've cost me. I'm not betting.
Listen, the Texans defense has played better.
4-game winning streak. 4-game winning streak. Woo! Go Tigers!
Don't be throwing up gestures.
Look at that. Yeah, I'm doing hand signals.
Don't be doing that.
I just started doing hand signals then.
Bills Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're really asking me who I think I'm going to win?
No, I'm asking you. Like, here's the thing: do you think that the Patriots get back on track? And I mean, like, offensively.
Did you call somebody about a wide receiver?
I don't
Job
know.
application? Have we got somebody? Has somebody filled in? Because if not, they're not going to get back on the track. Because
the peanut vendor that was out there.
It's championship. Yeah, Sal. Peanuts, that guy right there. He's got a good voice. He can run a route.
They saw him run up those stairs. They were like, all right.
P36 to U247, and he did it in like 5 seconds. Look, at this point, anybody.
This game to me is going to be close. I mean, the Patriots will win. And
I disagree with this.
You think it's not going to be close?
I don't. I don't think that the Patriots are going to. The blood feast that they used to have. That's a terrible picture I just painted. But you're just seeing like people eat. Like this is turned into a zombie apocalypse movie out there in the field. They all shake hands and like go grab dinner afterwards. They're not doing that. So I got nothing against Bills anyway. Like actually, the Bills are your friend. Every division.
Bills are not your friend.
After we beat them, yeah, because we dominate them. They're the friendly one, the friendly team.
You didn't dominate them earlier.
Like Bama right now, I don't think has a lot of ill will towards Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, come on over here, Vols. Come on. Because come on. You know, the team you always beat. You don't have a lot of ill will. Florida doesn't hate Vanderbilt. Things like that.
A lot of ill will between those two.
So Florida's like, you had to pick Vanderbilt. We've beaten a lot of teams. Like, thanks, bro. Like that gives us no cred. All right, so but this is the type of game usually New England wins. A quarterback. If you're going to beat the Patriots in Foxborough, like Patrick Mahomes did, first time in 2.5 years, somebody has beat them in Foxborough. You're going to beat them even without a good receiving core. You're going to beat them in a way where a quarterback just takes over or has the stats. Think about the 3 guys he's lost to. Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, and Lamar Jackson. All quarterbacks that can take over a game and make plays. Nobody else has beaten them. Even in a bad season, they're going to finish this season 13-3. They're going to beat the Bills, and they have the Dolphins last game at home. That's a win. So in a bad year, they're going to go 13-3. This team's done. This is terrible. Rex Ryan, taking one foot fetish backwards. Hey, this team out here that sucks. I think it seems like that. That's what I think. That's when I'm seeing him talk on TV. So Rex, if you're 13-3 and it's the worst team you see, what about all those teams you got fired for going like 3-13? What about your 3-13 teams? If a 13-3 team is the worst, so
all
here,
right, calm down,
okay,
Chad.
I know,
You're getting too mad about Rex Ryan, somebody that
you got my heart medication and Get
but look,
get my Tums.
The spread's 6.5. I think that the Patriots.
No, it's gone down to 4.5, hasn't it?
Well, I'm looking on ESPN right now. It's 6.5. I don't know about your betting sites.
Well, listen, I got to make a call to a guy.
I think that's about right. I think the Patriots win by a touchdown, but I also think the Patriots return a touchdown or return a pick for a touchdown because Stephon Gilmore and those guys. Listen, Josh Allen, I agree with you. You got to have a quarterback, a stable quarterback, and not to mention, I mean, the Bills offensively, Devin Singletary is going to be good in the coming years. It's not right now. He's not the man.
That's a kind way of saying you're average.
John Brown is their number one receiver, who was a nobody from another team there. Cole Beasley is the guy. Well, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, so I've not heard anything positive here.
Well, Cole Beasley, I mean, okay, sure. He's their number two, and he's had a good year.
He buys them dinner right afterwards.
Josh Allen is too inconsistent. He's too much of a gunslinger. And this is the wrong team to be a gunslinger against because that secondary is awesome. The defense is good. But the Bills, if anything holds them in this game, it's the defense. And the only reason I say it's a touchdown is because the Patriots are still searching. Julian Edelman, they can take him away. Tre'Davious White is probably the second best corner in the NFL. I mean, and it's a good matchup defensively. It's not going to be I don't think nobody reaches 20 points in this game. I don't personally. I think it's more of like a last game, a 16-10.
No.
I just don't know if...
Not in New England. It's not going to work that way. It's going to be the final score of this game. We've been actually pretty accurate. But I'm going to go with the final score of this game is going to be 27-13.
I'm going 17-10 New England.
27-13 New England. That's where we're going on this. They're going to get some big plays. They're going to get great field position. Josh Allen's he's not going to be able to win this game. They're playing well, but look at Buffalo's schedule of who they beat. New England's going to win this game.
Yeah, but New England has the same schedule. We talked about this earlier. You can't bring that schedule up against New England. It's almost identical. Like
only Buffalo winning this week are obviously the Bulls that took care of Charlotte. Huge win in the Bahamas. It's the Popeyes Bowl. They don't even have Popeyes. They don't even have Popeyes in the Bahamas.
New England's big win is against Buffalo.
No chicken
That's
sandwiches
the best team right there that they beat.
Yeah.
And that.
All right. Now
it's true.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
It's true. Look it up. It's facts.
Fake news. Coming back for more right here on the Sports Show.
It's facts.
Bowling is a sport that will last you a lifetime, and at Cordova Lanes on Airport Boulevard, every night there is something exciting happening. Like on Tuesday and Thursday, it's penny a pin. Bowl 100, pay $1. Or how about starting your weekend off right by reserving a lane for just $25 at Moonlight Bowling. Enjoy a fresh-made pizza and the lowest pitcher prices in Pensacola. So what are you waiting for? It's time to roll your way into Cordova Lanes and experience fun like never before.
I'm really hungry, but I don't want to spend a fortune.
Well, you're in luck. Now you can get Denny's Super Slam with 2 eggs, 2 bacon strips, 2 sausage links, hash browns, and 2 pancakes, all for just $5.99.
That is a great deal. So I get all of that for just $5.99?
You sure do.
Wow, this meal just keeps getting better and better.
Some might say super.
I see what you did there.
The $5.99 Super Slam is back. See you at Denny's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. No substitutions.
Well, you want to see a Broadway show, but New York City just isn't in the cards.
Broadway's coming to you. Get your tickets now for the 2019-2020 Broadway season at the Sanger Theater. See amazing Broadway touring shows like Jersey Boys, Cats, The Color Purple, Beautiful, An American in Paris, and Waitress for a third of the cost you would pay on Broadway. See actual Broadway shows right here in downtown Pensacola. Get all the details at PensacolaSanger.com.
Here on the Gulf Coast, we love our food, and the need for individuals trained in professional culinary arts and hospitality will never disappear. George Stone Technical College is offering program scholarships for professional culinary arts and hospitality. The coursework prepares students for employment in the food service and hospitality industry as food prep workers, restaurant cooks, chefs, head cooks, and food service managers. To learn more about these programs, cost, and schedules, as well as the industry salary, visit georgestoncollege.edu.
Does pain have you sidelined on the bench? Clearway Pain Solutions wants you back in the game. Our team of compassionate, board-certified pain specialists, chiropractors, and physical therapists will relieve your pain and restore your function. For comprehensive, patient-centered care, visit a Clearway doctor at one of our convenient locations near you. Call Clearway Pain Solutions today at 855-527-PAIN or visit our website at clearwaypain.com. That's 855-527-PAIN or clearwaypain.com.
UWF takes on Minnesota State in the D2 National Championship this Saturday, and World of Beer is where the party is. Join ESPN Pensacola at 200 South starting at 11 when Davis Allen goes live with Sports Call. Catch the game on the big screen starting at 2, and you could win a UWF helmet and jersey signed by Pete Chennick. Great food and over 500 beers to choose from. World of Beer, 200 South is the place to be. Brought to you by Will Ridschiller State Farm, D.R. Horton Home Builders, and Visit Pensacola. The Paul Feinbaum Show.
Everything you wanted to happen hasn't happened.
Oh, my gosh. That's all any of y'all want to talk about is Alabama.
You're really not understanding the conversation, but anyway, we can move on.
Alabama's dynasty has just begun.
Hold on a second, Charles. Somebody wants to talk to you.
I don't want to talk that compelling moron. He's nothing but a lame-headed old man.
2 till 5 every weekday afternoon. ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM.
You're out of your freaking mind, cowturd.
You're listening to Pensacola's home for hometown sports. ESPN Pensacola 1330 AM 99.1 FM.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
Welcome back, Sports Drive with you, ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM, simulcast on Blab TV, and you're not coming in hot over there. Actually, we are coming in a little hot. Can you turn it down? No, but it is a little hot. It is a little hot, right? But we just got this, by the way. Rob Phillips, one of our good friends, Viva de Pez out there. Rob's awesome guy, big Bama fan, and Rob was saying though, he said the white power thing was BS with the sand. It was they were doing that in the 4th grade, the below the waist, and then the guys looked.
That's what I told you.
Was that the same? Like. No, we used to do that, and I saw that, and I thought that was cool until it erupted into somebody punched the quarterback in the arm, and he actually missed the game.
Well,
and
did he write a letter?
What was that?
Did he write a letter?
No, he didn't, but he did miss the game.
Then I don't care.
And why do I know that story? Because I was the backup. I was the this is real, and I had to play that game, and it was bad for our team. But so thanks for punching me.
That was the world record.
He looked and he walked up and slammed him right there, right near the collar. Like he was like, ah, man, right, couldn't move his shoulder. Guy full out punched him. Like that game, you don't have the right on things like even when it's like pinch me, I'm wearing green. You don't have the right to like pinching someone's one thing, but people are like pinch me and take the bat, just wallop the guy in the face. Like you don't have the right to assault somebody. Like so, let's get with that game. It's fun. Kids, if you're playing that game, that's fine. But, it was one of those simple kids games kind of thing. But the way I'm not really worried about this, and frankly, it's taken too much time already. But overall, to me, it's either one or the other. Like I would have come out and said they did nothing wrong or they did something wrong. To me, there's some things that don't have middle ground. If you say 4 + 4, there's no substance where there's more than, okay. Well, isn't there that new way of doing math? I don't know. Apparently it might not be 8 anymore.
I tried to stay away from the math.
I just did pop-up books, so I don't know.
Talk about some more NFL games real quick.
The count taught me everything from
Rams 49ers.
Yeah. What would the count say to Cincinnati Bengals? 1
win.
1 win. Ha ha ha.
First round pick.
That's it. Yeah. First, yeah.
By the way, Joe Burrow, he'll be happy no matter what, but at the same time, he's got to be like, yeah.
You think the whole city of Cincinnati will go Bird Box if they trade?
Go Bird Box.
They trade. Is that a thing, by the way? Yeah.
It is now.
Your eyes turn into seeing demons and just smash your head against the wall, I guess.
Take it to Biloxi.
But I had to watch that movie. Don't judge. That was terrible. It was too late.
You have to say that before you say Bird Box.
People are like, this is a sports show. We stay away from Bird Box. But
yes, if they trade. But at the same time, I mean, the Cincinnati needs an offensive line first. You hate to bring in a guy like Joe Burrow and then throw him out there.
No.
He's going to get killed.
I'm not going to. I have too much respect for your broadcasting as your sports expertise, but I'm not even going to fathom passing on Joe Burrow for an offensive lineman.
No. I'm not saying that.
Okay,
I'm saying if somebody
right.
wants to trade up for that number 1 pick, and you can get 2 or 3 picks out of that in the first round.
Like Santa Claus is throwing a
like
sack
2 first-round picks.
Get for you, like Oprah show. I mean, everybody gets a car. Like, yeah, okay.
Let me throw this at you. Okay, let's just say
You'd have to
a team trades up.
Yeah.
Throw a Bird Box at you. Let's see. You get to trade your number 1 away. You get a number, say, 5, and then you get a number 16 in the first round.
From?
I'm just saying, like, would you do it? Yes or no?
Well, if you're giving me 3 first-round picks, yes.
Well, I'm giving you 2.
Because then I would get Tua, and I'd get a lineman, and I'd get a running back and a wide receiver.
But that's what I'm saying, though. If you get like a number 5 pick and like a number 16 or 17 pick along with that, for giving up your first-round pick, you still get a good quarterback.
Hey, it's the Bengals. This is way too much thinking.
Yeah, we know they don't make too good decisions. I'm just saying.
Right now, what they're doing.
You asked the question, the Bird Box.
Yeah. I could see their GM getting a house on Pensacola Beach and listening to this, and he's about to probably drive down here after this.
All right.
Okay, so what they're doing right now, their war room, in their war room, what they do,
get
ready for this. Room. This is what it is. It's been war. It's been a war over there for years. So their war room is exactly this. Get ready for how they make picks.
I'm ready.
Pull the string. The cat says, meow. All right, not that one. The sheep says, bah, and then they decide which one, and then they say, I like the cat, and then they say, your clock has run out. It is time to pick. And they go, oh, crap, just take that, dude.
No, so what they do.
They play with toys, and then.
They have the bingo, and they have the faces of all these players on there for all 7 rounds.
If you hit the cow, you trade your pick.
They just shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. All right, what's the number? Oh. What does this guy play? Delaware State? Yeah, it's fine. Take him.
Almost called Wheel of Fortune, but they don't have a fortune. And it is no. You got to go with Joe Burrow, especially. Let's all decide this too after what we see. Look, we're living right now in the Joe Burrow presence. We're living in Joe Burrow is the man. He has done nothing right now to show any of us that he's falling off this season. And nobody can say. Sometimes you can use the competition thing. Trevor Lawrence, we're all assuming that they're going to go out there. They're a 1.5-point favorite over Clemson. I mean, over their same team. Trevor Lawrence is a 1.5-point favorite over Ohio State. Many people have said that Ohio State, this might be the best Ohio State team ever, based on their roster. And if that's the case, then Clemson's obviously the defending champions, regardless of what anybody thinks. And Dabo said that they're better this year than they were last year. He didn't have to make that comment. Dabo's been a little upset because but their schedule, but we have not seen yet Trevor Lawrence play anybody of substance outside of Texas A&M, who had 5 losses this year. Jimbo got paid so far per season. He got $1.14 a win this year. $1.14 million a win. Good job. That's a lot of money for a win. Playing that team like Nova Southeastern, that's a huge win right there. Get 1.4 for that.
Right now, our Nova Southeastern fans.
Our school might be paying them, but bring that money, cash money, millionaires, Birdman. All right, that's not what he does, Jimbo.
We got an interview coming up.
No. I do want to say though, this is something where for Clemson and Ohio State in this matchup, we have not seen. We have seen Joe Burrow go down the path of 5 games.
Easy on the hand gesture.
I know. That was close. That was right there. Did you look? 5 times he has played a top 10 team when they were in the top 10. Mm-hmm. Texas was in the top 10 when they beat them. They didn't know that they were going to lose a bunch of games, and Tom Herman was going to, maybe this wasn't the guy. Bring back Charlie Strong. No, don't do that. He's an idiot. Like, none of that. So, Charlie's not an idiot. Why am I picking on him?
I don't know.
Charlie's a nice guy. I'm going off on people, right? Charlie's a nice guy, actually. Sorry. This is terrible.
That steak you ate
this is
really got
to you. I'm really getting, what is this? This is not me. All right, so you got them, you got Alabama, you got Auburn, you got Florida, and you got Georgia. They all got beat by LSU 5 times. They won a top 10 matchup. That's incredible. And Joe Burrow's dominated all these games. So, no, I think he's going to go out there and improve it. I think that I'm not picking against LSU right now. Not just because I happier life. I wear purple and gold now that UCF can't win another fake national title. That's my second team. That's my 50% right there. Part of my life.
Right there. Glass back there.
This is going to shatter. It's that kind of day. You hit me with a drone and slice my finger. Let's go ahead and we're going to go talk with Will Kennedy when we return. Also, what's your favorite movie? And when it comes to a sports movie, I'll go with Remember the Titans. That's my favorite one.
God, that just makes me feel bad in my mind.
Why? You
Major
went with
League
the same
is
one?
mine.
Oh, no, that's not bad. Well, actually, Happy Gilmore, now that we're going down that. Happy Gilmore is my favorite. But, I mean, like a true sports, like full out, nobody can wave inflatables, and caddies don't get picked up.
Remember the Titans is really awesome movie. You know, Herman Boone, of course.
Dang alligator bit my hand off.
Herman Boone passing away yesterday.
Did you really?
2 days ago.
The actor did?
No. The actual guy.
Oh, yeah. That was
Denzel? No, Denzel did not die. Yeah, it's time to take a break.
Coming back for more right here in the Sports Drive.
ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM. Pensacola's home to hometown sports, covering the biggest high school games. UWF football, catching every game of the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. Plus, local sports commentary with the Sports Drive with Chad Brillante. And weekend sports talk with Davis Allen and Justin Patrick on the Sports Call. We are local. We are ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM.
Welcome to Bow! Okay, hi, what are we doing today?
I need something that screams something fun. Nothing too on the face, nothing too off the face, but also totally hot.
So I have the perfect thing. It's the most food mullet. You're totally business in the front, but tailgate in the back. It's a fat party. People are having fun. You know, snap. All your friends are going to be like, whoa, awesome setup. Everyone else is going to be all jelly, okay?
Just like a killer mullet, Moe's Catering will turn the back of your ride into a tailgate party that's sure to turn some heads. Just order ahead and pick it up on your way.
Moe's Southwest Grill, now open in Pace on Highway 90 next to Publix grocery store.
Does pain have you sidelined on the bench? Clearway Pain Solutions wants you back in the game. Our team of compassionate, board-certified pain specialists, chiropractors, and physical therapists will relieve your pain and restore your function. For comprehensive, patient-centered care, visit a Clearway doctor at one of our convenient locations near you. Call Clearway Pain Solutions today at 855-527-PAIN or visit our website at clearwaypain.com. That's 855-527-PAIN or clearwaypain.com.
As we age, we all need help, which is why Summer Vista Assisted Living and Memory Care is excited to be a part of the Pensacola community. At Summer Vista, each day is filled with smiles, laughter, hugs, and fun activities. It's a cruise ship atmosphere on land. Within the Summer Vista community, spacious living areas, beauty salons, barbershops, and restaurant-style dining are just some of the many excellent services they offer you. Comfort and care you can trust. See for yourself at summervista.com.
Hey, this is Chad Brillante of the Sports Drive, wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Hey, this is Jeff Price from the Sports Drive, wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
This is Davis Allen from Sports Call with Davis and Justin, wishing all of you a very Merry Christmas.
From all of us at ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM. Have a Merry Christmas. UWF takes on Minnesota State in the D2 National Championship this Saturday, and World of Beer is where the party is. Join ESPN Pensacola at 200 South starting at 11 when Davis Allen goes live with Sports Call. Catch the game on the big screen starting at 2, and you could win a UWF helmet and jersey signed by Pete Chenick. Great food and over 500 beers to choose from. World of Beer, 200 South is the place to be. Brought to you by Central Credit Union, Stillwater's Day and Medical Spa, and Gulf Breeze Apothecary.
You're listening to Pensacola's home for hometown sports. ESPN Pensacola 1330 AM, 99.1 FM.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind. Not a yes sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number.
And welcome back. Sports Drive right here, ESPN Pensacola, 1330 AM, 99.1 FM. A lot of thunder going on in the head right there. BC powder helped, though. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
The swig of your energy drink you did not invite me to take, did not. I took was like, I need to take this.
We'll talk about that
you
later.
Remember when you take medicine and then you don't have a water? People are like, no, because you plan for those things.
BC powder's the worst.
Yeah. Oh, God. Ugh.
I don't know how people could take it without anything.
Yeah, that was nasty right there.
That's real strength.
No, that was
true toughness right there.
That was some BC powder right there. Steve Adazio needed to have that BC power. Looking at this Tennessee Titans helmet up here is sweet. And this has been actually, man, we have high hopes for you, Jeff, or JP, because apparently people have been told as a Titans fan, keep that away from you. It's not going home with you. So I'm just saying.
Easy.
Today's been the kind of day where I have to be very careful with this because it would just be that.
That's a limited edition helmet, by the way.
Hit me with the drone.
And read the front of it.
Okay, so this is an Eddie George limited edition. We have the card in there. That's vital. When you're selling these, they've got the authenticity. So, like, JP didn't sign this as Eddie George. He does that for kids. It's condom for years. What'd you get, 6 years for that? Okay, so this is an Eddie George signed helmet here. Somebody on radio is like, now it's turned into QVC. I can't see this thing. But on TV, we're showing you it's an awesome helmet. This is a sweet helmet right here.
It is.
And they've got these down at our good friends at Coins, Sports Cards, and Racing Collectibles that you can check out. And it's a perfect holiday gift. And tomorrow, customer appreciation. We went down there on a Saturday, and that place is packed, but it's people, everybody, Mike, and everybody in the store, they're helping everybody.
They are. I just kissed the helmet.
You just appreciate the value of that. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to bring that. So, but all of this is stuff. They have stuff all over. Were you shocked how much stuff you got to see? I brought you by there. Great people. And if you're a sports fan, it's a sports fan's paradise in there. They got everything. But they also got coins, stamps. If you got collectible cards, magazines. A lot of people with the DC Comics, things like that. Anything. No, that's not true. You can't drop off your pets down there. That's the Wiener Dog races tomorrow. Under 15 pounds.
There you go.
Pensacola Ice Flyers. Now, that is something where if you're a fan, that's awesome. That's some awesome stuff. Check them out today. Coins, Sports Cards, and Racing Collectibles. Well, we sat down with Will Kennedy, the voice of UWF football, as the Argos get set to go right here, 2 o'clock. We're going to be down at World of Beer having some fun for the party. It's going to be rocking tomorrow. Get down there and join us. The sports call starts at 11 with Davis. Will Kennedy will take over after 1 o'clock from 1 to 2 with pregame. And he sat down with us before he made the trip out to, as Justin Patrick did as well for us, out to McKinney, Texas for the game. The voice of UWF football, Will Kennedy. Will Kennedy, who, when I say football, it's also sort of like the Ocho. And I'm not talking about the network, but that's about as many sports as he covers on a daily basis. All right. Well, so let's give this part 2. Now, I made clear to let everybody know this was because he's in Texas that this is pre-recorded, or that would have been really terrible right there. We would never covers on a daily basis. You have to hit the green button, by the way. All right. I might have to walk over here, folks, and help this as this is live radio. How about that? So tomorrow's game will be at 2 o'clock. Jeff, it's okay, buddy. It's okay, JP. All right. We're going to get this as we are ready to go with the voice one more time of UWF football, Will Kennedy. Will Kennedy, who, when I say football, it's also sort of like the Ocho. And I'm not talking about the network, but that's about as many sports as he covers on a daily basis. And, we all wasn't love funny the first time, buddy. But I think in your heart somewhere, after this championship, win or lose, you're going to be like us. It's sort of a small version of Christmas where we actually get to breathe for a few seconds.
Absolutely. and our dodgeball team is very good.
Yeah, really good.
No,
as long as you stay to the 5Ds.
I'm actually getting an opportunity to stay in Texas after the game for a little bit, so that'll be my Christmas with some family out there. So it'll be cool, but business first. It's a business trip first.
Yeah. Well, between your Astros and my Patriots, we should have a lot of holiday videos to watch. You know what I'm saying about things. But I'll tell you, right now, UWF, what they're doing is remarkable. You've been around broadcasting for longer than I have. Sorry to age you. We just do that. Gene Stallings got really ticked when I said, remember during World War – no. But when – I'm just kidding. But Gene, if you're out there –
I covered him in 92, so that'll tell you something.
Listen, I got invited to his Thanksgiving table. I felt pretty big about that. But Pat Dye also invited me to watch UCF – play against Auburn. I'm so glad I did not go to that game. To be sitting in that room with Pat Dye and a bunch of Auburn fans, that wouldn't have been good for anyone, this obnoxious 30-year-old talking about a team winning fake national titles. But, Will, I do want to talk about what they're doing for history right now because I don't think people understand what's going on. Teams are not supposed to go to 2 national titles in 4 years as a program. It's been truly a remarkable run.
As a startup program, absolutely. There is no precedent for it. It is a NCAA record. Coach Shinnick, it was really cool at the senior banquet, the football banquet after the final home game. That was the first thing he said to me. He said, nobody's ever done this before, to be able to go in your first 4 years as a program to the playoffs twice. And then that was before this run. So not just the playoffs twice, but now to the title game twice. And obviously very different scenarios from 2017 to 2019. A Cinderella run out of nowhere, literally, in 2017. But now in 2019 to turn around and really kind of, I'm not going to say you expected this, but this is a totally different kind of football team. They are comfortable here. This isn't a carpet ride. This is we deserve to be here. We're good enough to be here. In fact, all eyes are on putting those rings on.
One of my favorite parts is to see message boards after the game is over and then go back to the ones that the people put before that. And who are these West Florida University? First off, that's not how you say it. And then next, they're going to be lucky to get out of here even knowing what the cold is like. Well, it's going to be a cold, frosty winter for them because this isn't only getting a win. They're beating the best teams in the nation. They beat Valdosta State, and you guys also took out a team in Ferris State that both were in last year's national title. They continue to dominate, and the run that they've been, the last 3 teams they've won against, correct? They were all undefeated before this game?
All undefeated. Valdosta #1 all year, defending national champ. Ferris State #2 all year, lost to Valdosta in the championship game last year, and then they knocked off Lenore Ryan, who had the longest home winning streak in NCAA Division II. I think the record of the teams that we've beaten so far is 45-1, and if you knock off Minnesota State Mankato in the championship, it would be 60-1. Would be the combined record of the teams that you would beat to win the national title. Only Tarleton State, who was 3, he got knocked out. So that's a gauntlet right there to run that. But this is, playing in the Gulf South Conference. It's kind of like the SEC Big Ten or something like that. Somebody was asking me right after the game, how good is Mankato? I said, it's hard to know. I mean, obviously they're a good football team. They're 14-0. And they play in a pretty decent conference, but it's different down here in the South. I mean, when you're playing not just Valdosta, but West Georgia and West Al and Mississippi College and North Greenville and Delta State, I mean, that's, those teams may finish 6-5 or 7-4, but they could probably go into these other conferences and win some of these conferences. And so every week we have to face somebody that, could make a playoff run. And we're there. We're right there with the best of the best, and that is fantastic. I think fans don't appreciate, Chad and Jeff, like that. What this is. I mean, don't get used to it. I mean, do get used to it, but don't take it for granted, right? Because this doesn't happen.
Speaking with the voice of UWF football and Argonaut athletics as they get set to go to McKinney, Texas for the big game Saturday. We'll have coverage of it starting at 2 o'clock. Well, the game will kick off at 2:05, but I know you're going to do an extra pregame for us there. Davis and Justin will have the sports call. We're going to be down at World of Beer having some fun. Yes. Not a bad place. They're going to.
I'd like to go to one of these watch parties, but I can't do it. But yeah, we're gonna extend it out to an hour before because there's lots to talk about. This is more like a bowl game this week. It's not just travel. We traveled up to Big Rapids, Michigan Friday. It was, it's a whirlwind. Like you get on a plane, you fly up there, you get there, and then you're you're turning right back around and coming back home right after the game. Mm-hmm. This is very different because this is, you go early. So the team will go up and they'll have some events on Thursday, press conferences, practices, walk through on Friday. They'll go visit elementary schools, all the kind of stuff you do. Mind it, nobody's going to Six Flags. I asked, Can we go to Six Flags? Can we have some fun? They're actually going to a place Thursday night where they'll play some video games and do all that kind of stuff too. So it should be really good, but it's just not your normal routine. So this is big time.
Well, you know what? It's been an incredible run, and when you look right now at what has been accomplished, it's probably, the best a team has ever done in the history of sports. I don't think we can actually put a stamp on how important this is and how incredible it is.
No, there's no way to really quantify it. I mean, you think about the Jags, early on in their existence, that they made a great playoff run. I think got to the conference championship game early on as an expansion franchise. But this is totally different. I mean, you built this thing from the ground and built it up, and Pete has had success. Coach Shinnick at UNC Pembroke with a startup program made the playoffs pretty early on, but not like this, not to get to this level. And it's been interesting because I've thought about it this season. Like, you think about what it takes to make this happen. Last year, 2018, you're ranked number 2 in the country starting the year. All the hype. You have all these injuries. You end up playing 6 different quarterbacks. You're playing Antoine Griffin, a receiver, and Chris Schwartz, a running back, taking snaps at one point during the season. You finish 6-5, and everybody's like, kind of deflated. But I think last year, 2018, that team had talent, tons of talent. Could have made this kind of run potentially. This team's better, deeper. We saw guys, Ian Bush, all-conference defensive lineman, goes out on the first or second series defensively and couldn't play the rest of the game. Banged his ankle up a little bit. Hopefully, fingers crossed, be okay for this one. But he, somebody steps right in and jumps right in. They're playing 3 and 4 deep at D-line. Our receiving core is as good as it gets in college football. I mean, 7 or 8 guys that can catch passes, and that's that's where you are as a fourth-year program. And then I think about Mike Beaudry, great guy, took the team in 2017 to the championship, gets hurt the first possession last year. First offensive possession, misses the whole year, transfers to UConn. If Mike Beaudry stays, is Austin Reed here? Does Austin Reed transfer from Southern Illinois and come back? The kid has been sensational. Caleb Nobles, the quarterback's coach and director of football operations, jumped on the broadcast afterwards as Austin was doing the interview and said, best quarterback in the nation right here. I don't know that he's not. And that includes Rogan Wells, who's fantastic at Valdosta. But Austin plays him head-to-head. When the kid he throws a pick, right back out there, puts it in the rearview mirror. I mean, making plays like a 30-year-old veteran in the NFL, and moving around and throwing balls. And my gosh, Tate Latio, are you kidding me? I mean, I don't know. You guys saw it during the week.
Somebody got mossed.
Sports Center top 10
right
he makes the got mossed list. I mean, these kids are special, and you said it. I mean, this just doesn't happen. But it's not just the program. It's not just Coach Shinnick. You've just got these stories that are popping up throughout. Kedrick Bradley transfers in from Liberty as a graduate, to come in. You got guys that have showed up this year, guys that have been here since the beginning. Joe Wintrick, Devin Gibson, the local guy, Sam Antoine. They're on a mission, and you touched on it, Chad. Ferris State put out this little video on social media before the game. We were all laughing, and I said, if Pete was a different coach, and we don't want to step on any toes, but I was like, we would have made a reply video immediately after the game, but you don't want to be classy and move on. But they did. They took that to heart. I mean, the guys are out there with no shirts on before the game, warming up, and they're just like, I said, this is cantonment cold. This isn't even that cold.
No,
We're good.
Not that bad.
We're good
right
to roll.
Yeah. Look, they have enough time right there. They might still be better than Jim Harbaugh, but overall they can't get it done against the boys from Florida. And you know what? I'm excited. I'm proud. I'm not from here originally, but I'm proud of what has been accomplished by a team that I would like, maybe not just for Florida Bright Futures, but also because it's in our own backyard to have my daughter. She'll still got a couple years ahead
as well,
so she can do this. But truly incredible. Will, I know you got you're gonna go out there and do a big ceremony here for everybody with the thing. You have no clue, but there's a whole stage set up and cameras. But hey, you've brought everybody
if
some
fans
gifts
are
here
coming
today,
out there too, there's a pep rally thing at a place called Tups Brewery in McKinney, 6 to 8 on Friday night. I know a lot of people I've been seeing on social media. I got my tickets. I booked my flight. I'm driving. I think they're putting some buses together.
Yes.
Check goargos.com for that to kind of get a feel for what opportunities are there for fans. And then there's watch parties around town. I think Sammy Barker's, Miller's Ale House, Seville, all these places. I mean, 100 of people plus at many of them last week, and it's been building. And you touched on it. You don't have to be an alum. I think people in Pensacola are just getting excited about UWF football. Man, it's something, bring us all together here at the holidays. One day I'll get some sleep after all this is said and done. But, hey, the best Christmas present for me and for these kids, and I think for all of Pensacola would be let's grab this. Let's grab this thing by the ring. Let's bring it back. Let's get the national championship. How cool would that be?
That'd be awesome.
They redid the Gooden Center out there. There's a trophy case sitting there. And, that they haven't put anything in it yet, even though they have the runner-up trophy from 2017. I think the feeling is, we know what's going in there. Let's just make that happen.
Let's make it happen. I think it will happen. And who's to say at this point, if you are going against Pete Shinnick, you're playing more than roulette.
Don't bet against him.
I would not. I mean,
I have never heard anything as this sums up the whole season, right? You fall behind. You give up a 17-point lead twice to Valdosta, and you're behind. And you get the football back with 2 minutes left, and your offense has done nothing. Your defense can't stop them in the second half of that playoff game a couple weeks ago. And, 4th and 8, call a timeout. Coach Shinnick I said, what'd you say? What'd you say to him in the huddle? He just said, I looked at him and said, we've done this before. We've got this. Everybody stay calm. Make it happen. No, like, come on, no yelling, no screaming. Just that's Pete Shinnick. And what happens? Reed to Latio get the first down, boom, down the field.
That's
They score
awesome.
with 6-9 left. And that's the feeling.
Yeah.
I think this team believes no matter what the situation is. And they dominated a Ferris State team. I know 28-14 doesn't even really reflect the score. That could have been a lot worse. So I think they go in hot, and they'll try to cool off Mankato. They used to be Mankato State. Now they're Minnesota State.
That's right.
Mankato. The Mavs.
Yeah.
So Mavs and ours.
Reminds me of Coach, the old show, right?
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
right.
No, this is going to be fantastic. What a great week, and what a great way to cap the season.
It's going to be awesome. We appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
And, looking forward to hearing you on Saturday.
It'll be fun. 1 o'clock for the pregame. Kickoff will be 2:04ish, and then it's on ESPNU. But turn your radio up.
That's right. Turn it on to the local radio with this guy right here. We'll appreciate it as always, and looking forward to hearing from you soon. Will Kennedy, the voice of the UWF Argos in the national title game, 2:05 kickoff. You can catch that. Will on the pregame, an hour pregame. Sports Call will get it kicked off. We'll be at World of Beer from 11 to 1, but watch parties all over town. Just go out and support your Argos. Look, your team is not in the playoffs, so they're getting ready for a bowl game, whatever it is. This is the day for Pensacola, representing in a way they're going to bring back the title from McKinney, Texas. Coming back for more right here on the Sports Drive.
Jackson Pace Pharmacy has exciting news for ED patients. Viagra 100 milligram generic is finally here. Get it today. 30 tablets for $80, less than $3 a pill. You heard right. Viagra 100 milligram generic is less than $3 a tablet. A prescription from your doctor is required, so stop by Jackson Pace Pharmacy and cash in on the savings today. 2256 West 9 Mile Road in Pensacola.
This is Chris Wood with Bob Tyler Toyota, wishing you and your entire family a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
This is Katie Stanhagen with EW Bullock, wishing you a safe and wonderful holiday season.
This is Julie Peacock with Center for Sight, wishing you and your entire family a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
This is Ben Gomez with Pete and Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical, wishing you and your entire family a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
Happy holidays to your family from our family at Beret Jewelers.
Are your aching feet stopping you from where you want to go? The average person puts a ton of stress on their feet and ankles. At Pensacola Podiatry, Dr. Frank Castagna and Dr. Matt Etheridge are both board certified and understand the importance of foot and ankle health. From the most common foot issue to the most complex, Pensacola Podiatry is always one step ahead with 3 convenient locations and most insurance accepted. For more information, visit them online at pensacolapodiatry.com.
I'm Bridget Brooks, president of Impact 100 Pensacola Bay Area, a women's philanthropic organization. Since 2004, Impact 100 has awarded 109 transformative grants totaling over $11.5 million, with 100% benefiting our community. Ladies, if you are interested in joining our community-focused group, please join us at one of our upcoming Meet and Mingle membership events. For details on upcoming events, visit impact100pensacola.org. Hey sports fans, we know that we all fumble now and then when we're headed for the end zone, and our vehicles are no exception. Next time your bad ride is a little off sides, take it to Amco Transmission, your total car care facility. And with no interest financing, even with less than perfect credit, you'll drive away feeling as if you caught the winning touchdown. You always make the right play when you take your vehicle to Amco Transmission on Davis Highway, just south of Airport Boulevard. Visit them on Facebook or call 800-GO-AMCO. AA MCO.
Hello, sports fans. Miles Bentley here, General Manager at Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Pensacola. Growing up, I always loved sports. Nothing but net, out of the park, through the uprights. Sink the puck Bentley, that was me. But my love of the game couldn't beat my love for Pensacola and helping folks get on the road of dreams in a new Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Sure, I never went to the big leagues in sport, but we're all pro here at Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Proud to be in Pensacola.
Talk football every day with Pensacola's own Coach K.
Credit a great performance by Garoppolo. And I love the way he throws the football. He's got all the things going for him.
Every weekday, noon till 1 on ESPN Pensacola, 1330 FM 99.1. Welcome to ESPN Pensacola, 1330 FM 99.1. Pensacola's home to the best talk in sports, new and improved. We are ESPN Pensacola, 1330 and FM 99.1.
You're listening to Pensacola's home for hometown sports. ESPN Pensacola 1330 AM 99.1 FM.
company, always on the run, a destiny. Oh, it's the rising sun.
And welcome in Sports Drive. A couple minutes left of the show. Thank you for joining us as always. Chad Brillante alongside DJ JP over here. A reminder coming up here. Tomorrow's going to be a big day for Pensacola. Having a chance to come to my lemonade stand. No, we actually have a game. It's pretty big. Pretty big deal. We're going to be at World
lemonade,
of Beer.
huh?
And it's like $4 a cup. Not bad. It's really good stuff. It's not just lemonade. But that's code. But I'm telling you, this is going to be a huge game. 11 o'clock, the sports call is going to be out there. We've got a number of great sponsors. We sold out, and it shows a lot about our community. Thanks to Jeff Waynes and everybody. He made a cameo in today's show right here in front of us. Thank you, Jeff. And Jackson Pace Pharmacy will be the featured sponsor for all UWF stiff arms as well. How about it? Pop, pop. When they're going to the end zone, bam, bam, bam to the end. Touchdown. It's a good one to have. They're going to have a lot of them. Great sponsor. Thanks again to Central Credit Union, all the ones that have sponsored this to make this happen. World of Beer, obviously, for the venue, having that chance. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully, you have given us so many. You're doing this weather report. You keep on telling it might rain. Nobody wants to hear that. Just don't bring it. That's a Debbie Downer move. Just say, you know what? Here's the optimism here. Indoors, if it rains, they got all these TVs. Yeah, so look at
There's a ton of TVs there.
Look at it, glass half full, which mine will be fully full tomorrow for that one.
Amen.
Amen, bro.
Watching UWF
Could be a lot of fun.
bring home a championship.
Yeah. And everybody join me with the Patriots Bills at the same time?
Didn't this just feel, after doing this in 2017, though, don't we just feel like the Argos are going to bring it home this time?
I do feel that way.
I really do, too.
Do.
I mean,
I've got a feeling.
It's a good song.
I really do believe that I don't know enough to make this like a guarantee with Minnesota State.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of coach this week, but I do believe that this is the year.
Yep, I believe it.
It's just a cliche answer, but I'm going to tell you, go Argos. That's all I'm saying. Come out and join us. Have some fun with us. Tomorrow's going to be rocking World of Beer. You need to be there. World of Beer. World of Beer. We're going to be down there having some fun. Tis the season for an Argo championship. JP, enjoyed it, my friend.
As always.
All right. Have a great rest of your Friday, and God bless.
Football is here. Catch all of the UWF Argos games and the big NFL games every Saturday and Sunday on Pensacola's home for hometown sports. ESPN Pensacola, 1330